So, where are we? We are in Bevesk. You guys arrived in Bevesk this morning, and you looked around town. You went to the market district initially. Well, first you met up with a prominent figure in town. This was in session 4, Jonas Donnell and his bodyguard, Olin. You then went to the market district, and then promptly hightailed it over to the Knight's Keep Farthing. You looked briefly at the bulletin board, and then you promptly hightailed it right back to the market district. You looked around the tavern a little bit. You ran into a beggar named Fritz.
Fucking Fritz.
That everybody just loves. You did a little bit of shopping. Pocket explored a part of himself that we weren't really aware of. And then you decided to meet back up with Fritz and help him recover his father's sword. Unfortunately, Fritz did betray you. Fritz trapped you in a culvert down in the sewers, along with 2 massive basilisks. You managed to dispatch these basilisks, free yourselves from the sewers, and you decided to look for Fritz, and that's where we are.
I believe I killed both of them. Final blow.
I believe that you had help.
Yeah. Just saying.
I believe I saved Juniper with my sanctuary.
Sanctuary. You did. That thing was going to
Thank
hurt
you.
her.
Yeah.
So, you are currently in the southern part of the Ternary Market. What would you like to do?
Well, we're still looking for Fritz, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we think he's in the
Lower Bevesk.
the poor part of town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the poor people.
Yeah.
Burrows, right?
We. I guess we have to go talk.
Do you
to
still have your shoe finding spell?
No, that has already run out, and it didn't find anything. We know he is not basically in like the northeastern part of town, but it only had a range of like 1,000 feet, so he was.
I thought we were only looking for 1 foot.
Yeah. But it only had a range of 1,000 feet.
Oh.
Damn it, you get inspiration for that.
I knew that was coming.
So I already have it, so we're safe.
Maintain your inspiration.
Great.
Great. So you guys decided you want to inspect the lower burrows?
Was there anything to do down there of any of our stuff we saw?
Not that I remember.
I also still want to talk to this potion guy to find out what we should be looking for. What if he
Oh,
wanted
we
basilisk
could-
claws?
Yeah, we took the basilisk. I got all those basilisk eyes. We can try and sell them, maybe. We got 4 basilisk eyes. And what else did we take off of them? I think that's it, honestly.
Yeah, I have pieces of basilisk teeth. I really messed that up, guys.
You did.
I could possibly use some meditation.
A member of
I have
the
8
Crown's Blade walks by. He goes,
It's the bag.
I
It's
think
the
it's that
bag.
we were
I
in the
stole it
sewer.
off of a Krampus.
you guys smell like shit.
We were in the sewer, too.
It's like you guys are carrying actual shits with you everywhere you go right now, and
We need to bathe on. Yeah, where can we do that?
he looks down at your boots, and he's like, you guys are covered in what I
We were-
can only surmise is feces.
That is
We
species.
were in the sewers. Yeah,
Have you seen Fritz anywhere?
Oh, Fritz. What did he do this time?
Oh, trapped us in the sewer.
Trapped you in the sewers. That
tried
would
to
explain.
kill us.
You tried.
with basilisks.
That's a very serious allegation.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
it did definitely happen. He sucked some. He put some basilisks on us, and then he.
Where did Fritz get basilisks?
I don't think
That's
he
a
had
good
them. I
question.
think they were in the sewers, and he just lures people down there
There were
and then
petrified
locks them
corpses.
in. Yeah, there's a bunch of petrified corpses down there.
This is above my pay grade, but if you find him, bring him to Sergeant Cloud, and I'm sure he would love to know about all this.
Great.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll-
definitely do that.
We'll do that and not do our own justice
Sure.
at all.
I mean, if it were up to me, if I was trapped in a sewer, I'd probably want to dispatch him as well. But it could be worth a pretty penny alive.
Oh. Okay.
It's your call.
Yeah,
then
that sounds good.
And then maybe justice could be served
Yes.
in order.
Do you guys have the death penalty here?
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
You
okay.
probably if there's
so we can get the money and
And still probably kill him after people have reviewed the details of this.
All right. Yes.
I like that
with
so
a proper
much.
jury trial.
and then he gets killed and we don't have to be there to see it.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
good to
love
me.
that part. That's a good balance.
Great.
Win-win for everybody except the people that Fritz killed in the sewers and
Yeah.
took all their stuff.
I saw some tiefling down there that they petrified.
Wow. Like all of it? Or
No, it was only like the head. She was missing her arms.
That's. Wow.
Yeah.
Better than me. Good day. Please do get cleaned up, especially if you're planning on visiting
Where
the
can
castle.
we-
It's the remainings of my dead Minnie from another game. That was petrified.
Where's a good place we could go and maybe clean this horrible, awful Krampus bag
This
I'm
is
wearing?
this is a lot. You guys are an all-day project almost. At the Hunter and Tinker, they have a bathhouse out back. You might have to take turns unless you really like each other.
We do.
All right, great. Then I wouldn't go traipsing in. I might try and contact somebody on the outside and ask them if they could use the bath because people have to eat in there. And I got to tell you, you are rank.
We are gross.
But, I'm quite tired of talking to you right now.
You probably should
The
have
smell is potent.
something to guard.
Yes, I do. I certainly am not bunking off in the market. All right. Have you good day. Good luck. Good luck getting the stench out.
Thanks. We need it.
None of us have prestidigitation.
No. I'd be the one who would have it probably.
Let me check my spell list. No.
Do the old-fashioned way then.
Great. So do we want to get cleaned up first before we try and talk to official type
Probably.
people?
Probably.
Yeah, let's do that, especially before we maybe try and go to
Well, I think.
the alchemists.
Yeah, but we could if we wanted to try and check out the Southern District. We might not stand out so much.
I hate this. This is so.
I'm just worried. What if Fritz is heading out of town as we speak?
Oh, I mean, as far as he knows, we're dead.
Yeah.
And he's probably just gonna keep doing what he's doing.
Plus, he's gonna have to rest. I hit him pretty badly with that.
Okay.
I also shot at him.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna be going anywhere far for a while.
Yeah, he probably wants to come back and just give that monologue he was saving up.
Yeah. Get
No monologues.
Our goods.
Monologues are terrible. Don't.
probably gonna be looking for more victims.
It can be good.
He thinks we're dead.
Okay, so let's.
He's probably gonna be looking for more victims. But he probably needs to rest because he got fucked up by someone.
Great.
I think I think we have some time to bathe and rest.
Oh yeah, we should get some sleep.
I'm good with whatever.
Sure.
It's been
let's
quite a
rest.
day.
It's also about 6 p.m.
Oh yeah, we should get some sleep
Get some food, get some sleep.
and some bath.
And start fresh
Definitely
looking
some
for
bath.
Fritz in the morning.
Yes. So,
So you guys decide to head over to the Hunter and Tinker?
yes.
Yes.
All right. The
See if we can
Hunter-
flag someone down to go in and deliver our message for us.
Understood. So you get to the Hunter and Tinkered. There's a half-elf server. And she kind of walks by the door and
We need help.
you clearly do. What can I do for you?
We need to get clean.
You do need to get cleaned. Yes, you do.
To be clean.
Is that
We,
poo-poo?
it is. We were lured into the sewers by a dastardly demon of the realm, and unfortunately,
We were up Shit's Creek without a paddle
we.
Where is Shit's Creek, ma'am?
in the sewer.
It's in the sewers where there is all
It's
of
a good place
the
for it.
feces. And so we got trapped down there. We killed some monsters, but now we need to clean.
Sure.
And it is a job. It's everywhere.
Oh.
We didn't want to just walk into the tavern.
I do appreciate
Track
that.
that all down.
You get a tankard of ale on me each for not doing that, because it would be me
Sweet.
cleaning it up.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't
So
want
thank
that.
you. I can ask Raywin if she would allow you to use the bathhouse. It's small. It's meant for one person, and you'd definitely have to purchase a room for the night.
Oh,
That's
we were
fine.
planning
We were
on
gonna
doing
do
that.
that. Yeah.
Oh, great! I should have upsold you.
Well,
All right, I'll be right back. And you hear just some hushed whispers, a little giggle, And she goes back. She's like, "All right, you're welcome. It's out back. The water's cold, but it's clean."
Great.
I'll go last.
Great.
Okay.
So you go behind the Hunter and Tankard. It's a little private. It's kind of in an alley that's just surrounded on four sides by buildings, and there's no real windows looking in on it. It's got a privacy curtain, and there's a tub and a large basin full of water.
What's the basin made out of?
It is made out of brass.
So can I cast Sacred Flame on it to heat it up? Yeah, up the water a little bit.
Sacred Flame is not fire.
No.
It doesn't
Oh,
actually
damn
heat
it.
things up.
You can, and if there were any
Oh, it is
demons
radiant.
within,
Flame-like radiance.
Yep, it's flame-like radiance. It's radiant damage. You can do this.
No, never mind.
Yeah. I was looking to see if any of my spells do fire, but they do not.
And even the ones I have wouldn't actually probably heat up water. You need like a heat metal or something like that. Like a. So I don't think Firebolt's gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll just light the bathhouse on fire.
That's fine. Cold bath better than no
Right.
bath.
So you take some time. There's not soap,
I was saying, yeah, soap.
but you can kind of dump some water out of the basins and get the larger chunks of excrement off of your boots. It's not like you were rolling around in it.
No, it's
It's
just
probably
walking
like
through it.
it's like knee deep kind of a thing.
I would say ankles. It was just a trickle of foulness running through the sewer.
I'm gonna try and clean that Krampus bag too. Is
Sure.
that thing even cleanable?
You can certainly try.
I'm definitely gonna try and clean it because
Guidance.
in the greatest quest of our time,
Make a dexterity check.
just a dex.
It's pure dex.
Just I don't think I get guidance on that. Hey, that was almost a 20, but it was an 8.
It still smells like goat.
Or pure dex is a 9.
It's slightly less
It
goaty.
smells like goat, but does it smell like terrible goat?
It's you're able to diminish the terrible goat stench by about 10%.
Hey, that's more than 0.
Can I also keep an eye out for Fritz just while they're bathing?
Absolutely,
As last in
yeah.
line?
So make a. I'm not gonna make you do that.
Great.
You keep an eye out, and you
Great.
don't find him.
Great.
I'm not gonna make you jump through unnecessary hoops. So you take turns getting bathed. You're able to get to presentable, although not wonderful, levels of odors. But you're not out of place in a town without modern fixtures. And it's and when you're done, it's probably about 7:15, 7:30. Sun is beginning to get low in the sky.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I am pooped. So we should probably go to bed.
Great.
I would like
Bedtime.
to.
I would like to get a meal. Can I get a meal? Is there a meal? in this
Absolutely,
area?
Yeah, we're gonna just,
So you're-
just sit and.
You're at the Hunter and Tankard. That's probably the most popular tavern in all of Gladmore.
I'm gonna get a meal and just kind of keep an ear and eye out in the room and watch the other patrons and.
Sure.
I'm real mad, so I'm gonna
I'm
drink
gonna have
heavily.
a meal with you.
Drinking
Yeah.
heavily. All right. So you belly up to the counter. Raywin's behind the bar, and she's kind of just applying some elbow grease to some tankards.
Do we get our free ales from the
Um,
girl?
Yeah, you might. She's walking around. You see the half elf server. And you flag her down. Hey, welcome back. You smell a little better.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for helping us out earlier. And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you know,
give her just like 5 silver.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, that's kind of you. Yeah, drinks are on me tonight.
How much for the room?
The rooms, the 25 silver a night per person. Unless you guys want to double up, maybe I could do a group discount kind of a situation. Nice rooms.
Really?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, you guys, 40 a night if you want to double up.
Cool.
So it's 40 each room.
40 each room, yeah.
All right.
You just meditate, right?
Right.
So the 3 of us could share a room,
Yeah.
probably.
Totally.
Great.
Do you want to pay half? I'll pay half.
Yeah.
So
Great.
How much?
40 between the 3 of us.
Which doesn't divide out evenly. I'll take a larger share.
I was gonna say I can take 20. You guys can take 10.
Bah.
Silver?
Yeah.
Why don't you and I each do 15, and June can do 10 since she's
Okay.
not
Is
using
it
a
10
bed or
silver
anything.
per gold piece? Is that the conversion?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
Great. So
Thank
2
you, base
gold
10.
pieces. Fantastic.
Unless we start throwing electum in the mix.
We're not gonna do that.
No, or electrum. Sorry, I've never used it. No one has.
no one ever has. Oh, but I'm gonna get my ale from her and just like slide it over to Bermash. Like, you look like you need this.
Yeah. I'm so mad. I thought that Fritz was just a guy down on his luck and he just wanted some good in the world, and there is no good in the world.
I gave him
Pocket's
silver.
gonna drop in by you
I'm gonna
and
take
say,
that silver back.
there is good in the world, and the good is you, because the fact that he betrayed us is a sign of his character, but the fact that we tried to help anyway is a sign of ours.
I just wanted to go on a cool quest and get a really cool sword or something. And
So-
then I could have like been like, we got the magic sword, and then I realized I probably couldn't use the sword, but then I could give it to like Callisto, and then Callisto would have a really cool sword.
I love really cool.
So we'll just have to
And-
keep trying until we find a quest for a cool sword.
Somebody would have a really cool sword, and then we would like be able to then do an even cooler quest, and then I get like a cool wizard hat,
And
and
a robe.
and my robes are nice.
His robes are very nice.
Well, a robe and wizard hat.
Yeah, cool robes, cool wizard hats, maybe like I was gonna say like a cool like staff or something, but I don't know. I don't know if I like a really neat crystal ball you can see the future in or something.
I just want
Like a
better
uh,
shields.
You want better shields?
Better shield.
I would like you to have a shield that isn't on you, but it's on me instead.
Oh, I
That'd
can
be
do
helpful.
that.
You can actually just do that.
Yeah, I have Shield of Faith.
All right.
I don't have anything like that. I can create a fog cloud on you.
Oh,
You want to see?
not right now.
Okay.
Because we're inside. I mean, I guess we could just do it in like. I mean, what are they gonna care, right? We're in a bar. There's like partying and
They
stuff,
probably
and we
wouldn't.
could like be real cool and fun in the bar. And I don't spend much time in bars at home because there's not many bars there, and then there's like no bars in the valley. Like, why would there be bars in the valley? There's nothing in the valley. There's just trees. So
Sounds nice.
Pocket's gonna give you a good pat on the back.
man,
You get interrupted by Raywin, that you recall from the morning. So, did you want to order some food, or did you just want to converse and drink?
I would love food. Please.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm quite proud of the menu myself. I'm from Heidenell Harbor, so I import seafood.
Oh.
It's been
real good.
it's been on the road for days.
Oh. Do you have anything not maybe more land based that's fresher?
Lamb based, yes, I love lamb.
I like lamb.
No, it's all seafood here.
all
Seafood.
seafood.
Yeah, I've got a roasted white fish with dried lemon and a glass of rum. That's 3 silver pieces. I've got baked crab and soft cheeses and a glass of rum. And that's also 3 silver pieces. And I've got a baked shellfish and oat bread and also a glass of rum, and that's also 3 silver pieces.
Do you have some vegetables?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll take cheese.
Oh, all right. Some.
Can I just
che-
have some cheese?
Sure, we'll call it 1 silver piece.
Okay.
I'll have crab and cheese.
Crab and cheese. All right. I can wrap that up in a wonton for you.
Yes.
I'll take cheese and some oat bread.
Cheese and oat bread. That sounds delicious.
what is this?
Yeah, I'll
We'll
take some
we'll
bread
call that
too.
1 silver piece too.
Yeah, I'll take some bread too.
What's the one that's not the bottom feeder? You got one that's not a bottom
The
feeder.
fish.
The fish. The
Yeah,
fish.
the roasted white fish. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the fish and the fish.
All right, that sounds good. That'll be 3 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the whitefish as well.
It's delightful. It's the least gamey thing I sell.
Great.
And you guys have a fantastic meal. It's believe it or not, she's managed to keep the imported fish relatively fresh, even though you're like 3 days by foot from Heidenell Harbor, or 4 days by foot from Heidenell Harbor, but it's by other means a much quicker journey. Yeah, so it's getting late in the evening. What would you like to do?
Is there anyone else around that
That
we
looks
see?
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, you see,
Keeping an ear out.
you see the same human from earlier. It seems like today is definitely an off day for him. He's dark skinned. He's wearing scarves and wrappings like someone from the Caliphates, and he's deep in his cups now, and he's kind of chuckling to himself as he.
Oh, great.
And other than that, the place is starting to really wind down.
Pocket would like to approach him now that he looks friendlier
Yes.
than last time.
Hello.
Hi. Are you from the Caliphates?
I am from the Caliphates.
Me too.
Fantastic. Under which caliph did you serve?
I didn't serve. I went to school there mostly.
Oh, sure.
And then got here once I graduated.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Dwali.
Dwali? And which caliphate do you serve?
Oh, I'm going to have to look that up, aren't I? He's got his own page and everything. Let's see here. He is from the Turkey Market. I am from under the domain of Shah Taryun.
Shar Taryun.
Yes, that's the large caliphate. I'm sure.
Great. Oh yeah, no, I'm very familiar. I've actually been to the big palace before.
Oh, you've been there?
Yeah.
I've not. I have worked in the underbelly of the districts as one such as me is prone to. What's skilled in doing?
Oh, that's very cool. So what brings you all the way over here?
Looking for work. I work as a mercenary at times.
Oh, okay. And, no more work over at the Caliphates?
Oh, there's plenty of work. It's just dangerous, and
Yeah.
it wears at you after a while, especially one who's lacking in the moral ambiguity that is so prominent in that area.
No, that does make sense. Well, it was really nice to meet you, Dwali.
Man, blessings upon you. What was your name again?
I'm Pocket.
Pocket. It's an interesting name. It is my honor to meet you, Pocket.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Always nice to know there's other people of the Caliphates around in case things get weird over here. Lots is different. There's so much green.
It is a much different environment. Yes.
All right, well, you have a great night.
Take care.
I'd like to ask Raywin about any rumors, interesting
Sure.
rumors.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to Raymond. But what can I do for you?
Have you heard any interesting rumors about
Oh, I mean,
the
Fritz,
best?
apparently Fritz is bothering people again, right?
Yeah.
He's a right pain, that Fritz. Let's see here. I heard. I did hear is that the cleric up at the Temple of Tyr, she's called away on some business that's really weird. She's a staple of the community.
The cleric at the Temple of Tyr? Is that my temple?
No, you don't worship Tyr at all.
No, I didn't know what my temple was called.
Yeah, you worship Erderfania.
I didn't know if Tyr was a god or
No,
the
it's
name
okay.
of the building.
So no, this is the Temple of Tyr up in the castle district.
Okay.
Called away on some business.
Called away.
Yeah, and Bearholm's always looking for weird ingredients if you have anything weird on you. He's an eccentric type, but he's a good man. He keeps us all healthy.
Yes, I'd like to visit him.
And,
I'd like to visit him today.
well, that's not my fault.
No, I know.
And other than that, I'd stay out of the lower barrows. That place is a nightmare.
What's wrong with the lower barrows?
There's just ruffians of all types.
We can handle ruffians
Of all types.
of all types.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, enjoy your room. I'm right proud of him.
Oh, yes. I've stayed here before.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Well, thanks for coming back. I appreciate your
Yes.
return business. Do you guys return to retire to your room?
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
evening?
Pocket's ready.
All right, so
Sounds good.
Bramash and Pocket find their room upstairs, and the three ladies find their room upstairs. And do you turn in for the evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a heavy sleep.
You sleep like the Dickens. And let's see here. Does anybody have... No. Okay. So the evening passes without event. You wake up well rested. Maybe a little sore, Juniper, from physically tangling with a basilisk in bear form. But otherwise unharmed, well rested, and ready for adventure.
So before he leaves the room, Pocket will have tried to make a disguise
Okay.
to add some 5 o'clock shadow and make his hair look black.
Darker. Okay.
And look a little older than he is.
Maybe some lines. Make a performance check.
That is a 7.
7. It's not great.
Great.
I mean, it definitely. You heard of like the like 5-foot cosplay and the 10-foot cosplay. You've got a 20-foot cosplay.
Great.
But I mean, from 20 feet, you look like a swarthier, aged pocket.
Great. Fantastic. Pocket thinks it did great.
All right. So
I will probably.
go ahead, no, please.
Oh yeah, I would probably head downstairs and go get some breakfast.
Get some breakfast. Sure. Raywin greets you. This woman does not sleep. Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Great.
Oh, I'm so
You
glad
want-
to hear that. I'm glad to see you're still here.
Yes, thank you. I don't sleep, but that's okay. Anyway,
Oh, yeah, elves. Sorry,
no
I wasn't
worries,
sure. Yeah,
no
the half
worries.
elves they sleep.
But it was great. It was comfortable.
Okay, good. Okay.
I was hoping to possibly get some breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got some toast and I've got some eggs this morning, fresh from the farms to the southeast.
Perfect.
And, yeah, all right. 1 silver if you don't mind.
Okay, here you go.
All right. So, and you know, it's nice. It's a little country style breakfast. This place isn't fancy, but it's very serviceable.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and sit at a table, and I'm just gonna write.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Anybody else?
Oh, I'm picking my spells.
We're picking our spells. All right.
I did make my rolls.
Yeah, make your rolls.
I did.
You did?
They're
What'd you
fine.
do? Okay.
Fine. No ones or 20s, so they're fine.
I need to remove a spell. Now I know too many.
Oh, actually, can I change my spells?
Yeah, I guess I'll make my way downstairs now and grab some breakfast as
Sure.
well.
You know, there's the menu is not extensive. It's basically, you know, fish that's being prepared for tonight and eggs and toast.
Yeah, eggs and toast is fine. Food is food. I'm a soldier, so.
Well, stick to your ribs though. Keep it warm for the day. It's a bite to the air today.
Pock's gonna arrive last for sure. He's trying to make this disguise look great.
Okay. She sees you come downstairs. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're not the guy from last night, are you?
No.
Sure. Yeah, you seem like a very different person. I mean, have we met, sir? Sorry.
No. Name's Madon.
Oh, he's got a real mad on this one. All right. Well, Mr. Madon, would you like some eggs?
Yes,
Toast?
that
Oh,
sounds great.
All right, that'll be 1 silver.
Great.
All right.
Where's the alchemist person?
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
Winkle Sweets?
No, that's Winkle Sweets is the sweet
Yeah.
shop.
It's an actual sweet shop,
It's
so
an
it's
actual
not.
sweet shop.
So it's not in the Ternary Market.
No, the alchemist. He's up in the royal court, or the castle ward.
I don't have a map of there.
You haven't been there.
No.
I am done picking my spells, so I head down
All
and I
right.
get some breakfast.
All right. Eggs for you.
Yes,
All
and
right.
coffee.
Coffee, I don't have. I'm sorry. I've got tea.
Okay,
All right.
tea.
We'll call that $1.50 with it.
All right.
All right. So you guys have breakfast.
Are you downstairs at breakfast?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll eat. I guess I should eat.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Is toast okay with you, Dragonman?
I mean, yeah, toast is fine.
You like eggs?
Eggs are also
Great.
good.
That will be a silver.
Sweet, delicious.
It's pretty. I mean, it's not fancy, but it's better than a brass cask or whatever. Ugh.
So, I have an idea to help get the smell out of that bag.
Okay.
I was going through my herbs, and we can smoke some of this sage.
We can smoke some sage on the bag.
Yeah.
No, not
Helps
like smoke.
No.
Does
No,
it?
no.
We're not.
No, we'll light
middle
the
school.
sage on fire,
I don't understand
and with
these.
that
Smudge
smoke,
the bag. I love it.
we can
Perform an exorcism on this bag, basically.
deodorize the bag, perhaps. I got some other good smelling things, of course. We can add it in there.
DM question: are we doing this as a spiritual ceremony, or are we doing this as just to try and get the stench out?
I was thinking to get the stench.
Okay,
out,
great.
but I mean,
I would I want to exercise the essence of Krampus out of this using sage.
Maybe
because I'm afraid that if I carry it long enough, I will become Krampus.
So both.
Dragon Krampus.
All right.
And then we would have Dragon Krampus, which I'd RP Dragon Krampus.
All right. Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, we'll go outside and do this.
All right.
Okay, cool.
As per your wording,
It's a twofold. We want
Yeah.
to exercise the spirit of Krampus, and we want to get rid of the smell.
she didn't mention exercise, so this is you.
Okay.
Religion plus your proficiency bonus check.
Guidance severity
Are
upon
you watching
Are
us
you
do
watching-
this?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just like,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
this is good.
absolutely following you guys out.
And let's go with dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
So with the was that religion you said?
Yeah.
I'm not catching themselves on fire.
So my
Hey,
religion
that's a good
is that'd be
Yeah,
22
22. Okay.
on the religion.
11.
11. Okay.
But I'm super proficient with herbs.
Super proficient with herbs. So, yeah, you're a scholar and very well read, and though I don't think you're particularly religious as a person, you understand.
I believe in one god, and that is the platinum dragon.
You are.
What about my god?
It's the platinum dragon. It's
That's a pretty good one.
My god exists. Look at the bird stuff.
I mean,
My God's an
listen. The platinum dragon, Bahamut, the
You don't think
progenitor
there's
of
other-
all the great, awesome dragons in the world.
You think that's the only god? There's no other gods?
Although
Well, they might just be like
it's been
super cool.
there are
people.
other gods. Although it's been rumored within my family since we're black that we wouldn't actually need to worship Bahamut. We would go with the other one, and I don't like that idea. Because Tiamat's not very nice.
Nope.
But that's really all my religion that I know is dragon religion.
That's fine. So you focus on what you know of Bahamut, and you breathe deeply of the burning sage, and you beseech Bahamut to alleviate the Krampus sack of its very Krampus nature. And the branches that are holding the Krampus sack rigid fall away. And it becomes almost indistinguishable from a regular Krampus sack.
Or from a bag of holding.
There, yeah, from a regular bag of holding.
With the face and everything on it.
And a Krampus springs out.
Wow.
Sorry. I was looking up D&D stuff.
It now smells of burnt sage instead of goat.
That's much better.
We did it.
That's awesome.
Good job, guys. I'll be damned.
But does it still work?
Good.
Yeah. It should,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Like
I mean, the branches
You get
fell
pulled
away,
into that.
right?
No, it seems to be a regular.
it's a bag of devouring.
It seems to be a regular bag of holding now. Much less fun for your DM to talk about, but it is a standard bag of holding.
It'll still always be the
It had a
Krampus
good life. It
bag.
made it
Thank
through
you.
several sessions. Seeing as how we
Does
killed your
it
nightmare.
have like
in 2
so instead of
sessions.
having like the normal like bag of holding face, it has like a Krampus face on it though?
It
It's still
does.
like weird.
It's goatee face.
It's still
on it.
just a weird looking
Oh.
bag.
I had incense. We could have just stuck a bunch of incense.
Well,
on
we've
that.
exercised Krampus,
Too late now.
Hey, when we find Fritz, maybe we can put him in the bag.
and he will die quickly.
I'd like to get money. So we
Yeah.
can put him in the bag and take him to go get money.
They suffocate in the bag.
Oh.
Well, what's his name?
Yeah.
The
He was in there for a while.
Yeah.
He was only in there for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. It just felt
I
like
was
long.
figuring out short turns actually are.
He was there for like 30 seconds, and then we got him out, and that's good. So we did what I wanted to do yesterday,
just
and
give
that
him a
was the
snorkel?
worst plan. So let's not do what I want to do
I feel
beyond
like
what we just did,
we
and
should
let's.
talk to this guy.
Yes.
Because if we don't know what we're looking for, we could be missing out on money.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's
we can
do
try and
that.
sell the basilisk guys or eat them. I still don't know what we're allowed to eat.
We should sell them.
I think
Okay.
you could eat them if you wanted to.
I think you are just not supposed to eat dragons. Like, because then that's cannibal.
So it's okay if I eat you. Cause that's what the lizard folk do, and they are
If you're
terrible.
into the kinky stuff, Deirdre's Den might let you do that, but
Pocket can tell you two things or two about it.
pockets. I'm in disguise.
I was there when you put it on.
I know, but I want to make
I
sure.
watched you do.
But I wanted to
I
make
watched you do it.
But I want to make sure you know it's still me after you heard the voice.
I realize we never reacted to your disguise.
Hey, no, because it's very, very difficult to know when it's your friend or
You
not.
changed your voice again.
Wouldn't you? I'm working on it. But
So are we gonna? So let's go to the.
Yeah, let's
Is
go.
that the castle ward, right?
The castle ward.
And was there other stuff to do up in the castle ward? We need. Well, let's.
We're
Sergeant
looking,
Cloud
we're
had
keeping
a,
an eye
had
out
a
for
murder man to talk to, but we might want to.
And you recall, because it was very recently, that's actually over in Nightskeep Forest.
Oh, right, never mind.
So we're looking for a wanted person, Anders
Hackberry.
Hackberry. There's a reward for him,
200 gold.
and I think there's some missing people. Ran Edengrave, Auburn Elven Dark Eyes, teenage-ish. Pest removal with the farmer. We should talk to them. You can also
Oh
visit.
yeah, Shroot Farms.
Yeah. Cormandon.
Well, I think your idea of
Other side.
figuring out if there's any stuff we should look for while we're doing this other stuff would be good.
Yeah, we should have done that yesterday.
We had a very important spiritual quest to go on.
Yeah, look what good it did us. We almost got
We-
killed.
We've grown a lot as people.
Right, and they could have killed someone else in our place.
Yeah.
So it was lucky to be us instead of some other hapless travelers.
Yeah, at least we killed the basilisks.
Okay. But let's go talk to the potion dude.
Great.
All right.
So you make your way towards the town square. You take a right out of the tankard, and as you start exiting the Turnering Market, you hear or you see some of the elven children that you had purchased flowers from, and a bunch of other children, a lot of disheveled-looking elves, looking very nervous, kind of peering towards the town square. And as you progress further, you see a very large group of humans, mostly male. Two very distinct. Some of them are very like lower working class, and some of them are very wealthy, elite looking, and very little in between. And they're gathered and they're shouting at a podium, and they're repeatedly shouting "Referentium, Referentium," and there's an elven man trying to calm down the crowd. And with little luck, the crowd is growing wild. They are very aggressive. They seem to be almost frothing at the mouth, angry humans calling for refuge. So I don't know what else.
Pocket would like to slide off and make his way into the crowd
Okay.
and see if any of these rich guys in the crowd have any pouches.
Plenty of them do. Let's find you a target. Make an
Great.
investigation check.
That is an 8.
Okay, that's fine. You can still, but this guy seems a little wily. He's a taller man. You can see his coin purse, but he's definitely got his eyes on the crowd. But he's got a big fat coin purse, very visible.
Great. Pocket's gonna slowly make his way nearer.
Sure. He notices you, but he doesn't suspect anything at this juncture.
And is he he's in the crowd cheering?
There's a large crowd. He's mainly focused on the podium in front of him, and now the tall thin elven man has been joined by a tall thin elven lady who is looking absolutely distraught.
So Pocket will join in the chant a couple of times.
Okay.
And then try and make a pluck of the coin purse.
Sure. All right. Make a sleight of hand check.
That is a 16.
16. It's a little trickier than you thought it was going to be to open. It looked like it was just tied shut. And you notice him kind of noticing something, and you pull away, deciding that it is not worth getting thrown into jail for.
Yeah. Very fair.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just deal with the package thing. They're coming to pick it up in 20 minutes.
Great.
It's fine. It's
All
just
right. So,
Great.
do we need to catch you back up?
No, I was listening.
Okay. So, Pocket. Does anybody join Pocket, or is it just because right now most of you are still kind of in the ternary, peering around. You can see most of what's going on, but you don't have ears on it too well, other than the shouts of the crowd. Referentio, referentio.
I'm gonna try and get as close to the podium as I can, kind of skirting the crowd.
Sure.
I imagine I'm human wearing guard colors.
Yeah,
so it's
absolutely.
not gonna
You
hurt.
blend in fine. The guards look nervous. They're keeping their eye on the crowd. And as you get closer, Pocket and Callisto, you hear, "Good people of Bevesk, you cry out for referentium. Lady Celine and I have heard you. What issue do you bring to the governance that needs to be addressed?" And stepping forth from the crowd, the human that you met yesterday, the shorter, older, stout human says, "My dear Tyond, I regret to inform you that the good men and women of this town, the good, hard-working men and women that keep this town running, the good humans whose ancestors built this town with good old-fashioned blood, sweat, and effort, feel that their interests are no longer represented by the governance of Bevesk. I take no joy in stating this, of course, my old friend Tyond. The referendum vote is for the very podium upon which you stand."
Get a guiding bolt him.
And the elven female steps up and wraps her arm around the elven man that you now know as Tyond, and he's clearly the governor of this town. She's taken aback, and she's got tears in her eyes. She's, "Have we not endeavored to use the authority given us by the crown itself to see to the needs of all peoples of Bevesk? In what way have we failed you? Jonas, be reasonable." And the crowd just roars, and Jonas speaks back, "Were it up to me, my good lady, I would avoid all conflict. I simply wish to give voice to the silent majority. They cry for referentium, and you are obligated to listen." And the crowd roars, "Referentium, referentium." And Tyond takes back the podium, and he sees the writing on the wall. And whom would the people wish to see take the podium?" And the crowds just roar, "Donal, Donal, Donal, by us, for us, by us, for us." And Viscount Tyond is devastated. "Very well. As your servant, as always, you have my ear. In 5 days' time, we shall have a referentium for the head of governance, and I bid you all a fair day." And he turns away dejected and walks back north towards the castle district.
Can I pickpocket someone else?
Sure, make an investigation check.
Great.
Let's find you a target.
That is a 13.
Okay, you see a very he's a larger guy. He's clearly some sort of physical worker, but he's got a modest-sized coin purse on his pouch, and he's just shouting, "Donal, Donal!"
Great. Pocket's gonna come up by him and go, "Donal, Donal!"
Yeah, for us, by us.
Do some of the hyper masculine, like,
absolutely.
"Ah!" And while he's doing that, try and snatch that.
Yeah,
pouch.
make a sleight of hand.
That is a 22.
Comes right off.
Ah! By us, for us!
By us, for us.
I'm gonna go over to the guards and ask if they want any help dispersing the crowd.
Okay. So yeah, there's a pretty prominent presence here. This was an official thing once the crowd started gathering that Viscount Tyond definitely mobilized most of the town guard. But sure, you can pick out somebody. There's a human lady in her full regalia. She's got a tabard with the Gladmore insignia on it. She acknowledges you.
It just looks like they're getting pretty rowdy. I don't know if you guys want to
This is
send them home, if you want help doing so.
I think I'm hoping that now that Lord Tyond has gone back to the castle, that we'll be able to they'll get bored eventually. They can only yell so long. There's so many. I would hate to see a bloodbath on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
She's just got her eyes fixed on the crowd. She's looking for anything, but they're just and you can see Jonas up front, kind of like making placating the crowd and yet trying not to keep them from losing vigor and passion on the subject.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm used to breaking up groups of demonstrators and stuff, so if you need any help.
I thank you. Yes, if
Let me know.
violence breaks out, I appreciate your help.
Yeah.
I can cast a fog cloud. Not done it before, but it obstructs views. So maybe if violence breaks out, I just
Sure.
tear gas the crowd. It's like non-violent tear gas.
Sure. So the crowd it kind of mills around. It's largely human males, and eventually they get bored and they just kind of dissipate.
Great.
But it goes on for about half an hour. I don't know if you guys
Vanya's
stayed for all of
very
that.
uncomfortable and angry.
You're eventually, as the crowd dissipates, you're able to make your way towards the castle ward,
Okay.
largely unharassed.
I don't feel like I still understand what this Donnell's grievances actually are beyond just they don't like elves.
So I think that is the grievance.
That is
Yeah.
the grievance. So I feel like giving them an inch is too much, and that realistically they should just mobilize the garrison and stomp out all resistance. That seems like the more military sound strategy, doesn't it?
Yeah, you'd think, but I mean, how many of the garrison is human and has the same ideals? I mean,
But they're-
who knows
Yeah.
that they would even listen?
Someone's got the
Sounds
coin.
like a symptom. There's more than just the problem of Donnell.
Donnell.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Pocket's checking out his pouch he got.
So, are they specifically against all elves or just half elves?
Who are you asking?
The just this group
Wait,
that's
I could not.
I think they don't like anyone who's not human. And
Well, they
can
didn't
all
seem
have
they
that
didn't seem to
one day.
care about me.
That's true.
Like they were just kind of like, oh hey, whatever.
I was just
It's not
wondering.
like I feel like they're like, oh darn, Dragonborn's taking all our jobs.
If
We're
I
not
were-
taking anyone's job. I don't have a job. I think I'm the only one
yeah.
here.
Sometimes they don't like when people mix races. So sometimes they're okay with the other one, but the mixed ones are like abominations. I was just curious because otherwise we're looking at either the two of us being a problem or just one of us being a problem.
Well, I think the Baron was not necessarily friendly with you when we met him. So I think it's an elf and half elf.
It's just all elf thing.
Elf thing.
But that's just my gut feeling. Maybe he just doesn't like.
It's the ears, isn't it?
He might not, and who knows? There's some people that have trouble telling the difference between half elves and elves. So if he's not invested in
Am
it,
I human passing? I don't know.
You're the only
You're-
one that can answer that.
Well, I don't know if I'm human passing. Do I look human or half elf?
You-
So the
didn't
way the way half elves have
You
been
all look like
described
squishy
to
pig things
us
to me.
is that to a human you look like an elf. And
No,
to an
my
elf,
character's
you look like
asking.
a- Oh, yeah. I mean, you look like an elf
me,
to us.
You look
Laura
like-
personally doesn't know if I'm Middle Eastern or white passing.
Right.
Depending on who's looking. So Vanya is asking,
Yeah.
I
what
get
do I
that.
look like to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you look like an elf to me. It's the cheekbones. But.
Yeah.
You all look like soft-skinned people with hair, and I don't know.
that's the kind of message of equality we need this
I-
town to get behind. We're all just soft people with hair.
Yeah, you're like, where are your scams?
I want some.
So you make your way to the castle, and if you none of you have been here, there is a much more significant military presence. It is also cleaner and nicer. The houses are larger. They're further apart. Some of them have little yards. It's which is uncommon. Most of the rest of the city is just dirt roads and scattered buildings, whereas this is manicured, and there are clearly organized patrols of Crown's Blade Guard up and down the streets.
Should we ask about Bjorn home?
Yeah.
Bjorn?
Should we go?
As you walk into the district, a couple of guards approach you, a human male and a half-elf male as well. And the human male says, "Whoa there! Have you business in the castle ward?"
Yeah, we sure do.
He sees you and actually relaxes a little bit.
Yeah.
We're headed to Bjorholm.
Bjornholm, yeah, he's all right. You have any injuries or something?
Oh, we heard that he's looking for potion ingredients.
Well, he's
We were
always
gonna
looking for
be
something, yeah.
Maybe helping. Maybe he could help us out by giving us some coin in exchange. You know.
Mercenaries.
No, I'm not a mercenary. I'm a cleric.
Okay.
I'm a
See
mercenary.
my book?
What's on your book?
It's a bird.
It's a bird. What?
It's a bird.
Who are you a cleric for?
I'm Airdrie Fania.
And the half elf immediately. Oh, Airdrie. Okay, that's great.
Yes. There's a temple south of town.
Just south of here, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, great. Well, leave him alone. Okay. And you need to know how to get anywhere. You don't seem familiar with.
No, that would be very helpful.
We seem to be doing similar voices.
Yes, we are from the same region.
Yes. And so he
Which
directs
region
you-
is that?
Castle Ward land.
That is where I'm from. I am from Castle Wardland. Wow. Well,
Small world.
I'm just
the
picturing
bit.
them doing the Spider-Man meme at each other.
so
There's a man
do you-
who was a
do you need,
spider?
to know anything else about the Castle Ward while you're visiting? I'm assuming this is a visit.
Have you seen
It is.
Fritz around?
No, we would kill him on sight.
Good.
What did he do this time?
He locked us in the sewer to try to feed us to basilisks.
It's quite a tale.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
got
telling
the
truth.
eyes.
Yeah, we do have like I just like pull out a basilisk guy.
Oh, you can put that back. Into
They're,
gonna
they're
take
like
it-
big, right?
Hideous
They're
bag,
like,
We're
that's
gonna
fine.
take it to Bjorholm and see if he wants
He
some.
he may very well. I bid you good day. If you need to stop by the Shrine of Tyr and have somebody pray for that bag, you may do that as well. Otherwise,
should stop by the
you-
shrine.
we don't. We don't have to do anything for the pray. We already prayed on the bag. It's fine.
Great.
It's cleansed.
Yeah, it's just
Sage.
a regular bag of holding now.
No, that's clearly not regular. It's got a scary goat face upon it.
That's
And
not
eyes
regular.
inside it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Eyes inside it.
it's also got a human bone still.
Oh, that's terrible. My God. What?
had to
I
fight
actually
the
didn't know if there would still be any human bones
Why
left
did
in
we
this
keep
thing.
that?
I am. We need to get all the human bones out of
Yeah,
it.
we should definitely do that. I
need
thought
to
we
figure.
did.
No, I
That's
thought.
canon. There's so many bones. You got infinite supply of human bones. Just holding a skull. Look at this.
I like to imagine it's just like it's like a radius.
Okay. Well, he's got a femur.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Soon we'll be able to make a human or a being.
Anyways, let's not scare these nice gentlemen any longer.
So you make your way over to Bjorholm's?
If you hear anything about Fritz, let us know.
Uh,
We'll capture him so he can be getting his trial and possibly the death
Yeah,
penalty.
take him to Cloud. I
Yeah.
want nothing to do with Fritz.
Me neither.
All right. So Bjornholm's Elixirs, the local apothecary. It's run by Hilda Bjornholm, a female human. She's in her 20s. She is gorgeous, black hair and green eyes. And she's wearing clothing that Pocket, again, may recognize. It's kind of Stormhold style clothing. It's like an underbust corset and a simple white blouse and a brown skirt.
Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
give-
And she has some very ornate looking gloves. And she greets you. Good day.
We bring eyes.
That's good for you, but
Sorry.
We heard you are looking for potion ingredients, and we were gonna ask you kind of what kind of ingredients you're looking for. Maybe see if you want any of the stuff we've gathered.
Sure. Let me ask Father.
Okay.
And she walks to the back, and she's like, he'll be right with you. And from the back, you see a very large man, and he's covered in a dark cloak. You can't quite tell what color it is. It's dark gray and black and brown, kind of mottled, and he's covered in horns and antlers and leaves. He's very imposing looking, and he's kind of got his hood down, and there's a pair of antlers just here. He's probably closer to 7 foot tall than 6, and he ducks through the doorway. Hello, I'm Ardun Bjornholm.
Hello, Ardun. We heard that you're on the lookout for ingredients, rare ingredients all the time, and we were wanting to know if there's anything in particular you're looking for. And then we also have brought something from our travels yesterday to the sewers.
Well, one thing at a time.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Deal.
There's another client in my shop. One moment.
Hi, thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.
That was brief. Good job, Hildra. Wow, that was a quick transaction. She's like, sure thing, Father. Sure.
Yeah, we got. I just like. Can I use your bathroom real quick? And I hand somebody the bag. And
Sure. Yes, and it's my bathroom is outside into the downstairs. Yes.
So, I guess first things first, we have basilisk eyes.
Basilisk eye. Let me see.
There's 4 of them.
And he completely not sheepish, just yes. He's got a long, dark goatee, and it's got gray streaks in it. 4 of those. Let me see the other 2. Thank you.
It's so
These
squishy.
are very fine. These are uncommon. Where did you get basilisk eye?
From a
Fritz
basilisk.
trapped us in the sewers,
Who's
and
Fritz?
he's this what looks like a bum around town, and
Bum.
he cons people. He's a con artist basically, and he cons
artist, right,
people
okay.
into the sewers, which he did with us. We fell for it because we're dummies, and there were 2 basilisks, and we killed them and took their eyes, and now we're bringing them.
Successfully dispatched 2 basilisks.
Yeah,
Sure
it was
did.
no problem.
That's rather.
It's pretty easy.
impressive. Well, these are exceedingly uncommon, and they are in fine condition.
And my,
Rolls them around.
my companions are very humble, but it was quite the difficult battle.
I
It took a lot of work
I can
to get
appreciate
this.
Oh yes, sorry. Yeah,
Very difficult.
I was trying to brag, and he's right. It was very difficult.
I almost died.
She did almost
My
die.
apologies,
Saved her.
lady.
I-
Should you need any potions, you've come to the right place.
Thanks.
I have a potion that has your name on it. In fact, that's how
That's one of
I
mine.
got it
It's
from-
a minor healing
it was
potion.
gifted to me. Yeah,
Oh,
for
that's quite a
Hearthfest.
gift. For Hearthfest, I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah. I haven't had to use it yet, but I bet it's a very fine potion indeed.
I'm sure it's the finest. I put my name upon it. So, well, these are a rarity. I would be willing to part with, I don't know, 50 gold apiece for them.
Great.
Reasonable.
Reasonable indeed.
Want each add
Can
10
I
gold.
insight
Wait,
and see if
but for each,
that is
there's
real
4 of
for
them.
each.
Yeah,
sorry.
absolutely. Make an insight check.
40.
You have 200. So it's 200. So
Oh,
40.
not good. 5.
5? Yeah, he's probably telling you the truth. That's probably
Great.
a good price for
Yeah,
these.
50 sounds great. Unless anyone else wants to.
I mean, I almost
I did an insight
died.
check.
You almost died.
To
yes.
get
To
these
see if he
eyes.
was telling the truth if they were worth
Guidance
50.
of Airdrie upon you.
What was this? So what?
I mean, if I wasn't in bear form, I would have
You
definitely
can turn
died.
into a bear. That's fascinating. Well, what would you like me to do? I mean, I congratulate you on your victory.
Surely they're worth twice as much.
Twice as much.
They're very rare.
They are rather rare, and they're in fine
I mean,
condition.
most people turn into stone when they see a basilisk.
And that's certainly what I would use
Especially
them
their
for.
eyes.
And they taste good, right?
I mean, no, they taste putrid, but they're supposed to. So, maybe you
I
should
mean,
make some
that's
sort
what I
of
meant.
persuasion check.
Did you bless me?
I did. I whispered guidance of Airdrie upon you and touched you. Knowing
Very
you.
supportive. I think they're a thing.
Not very persuasive. Ooh. Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. I could be convinced to part with 75 per, I suppose. Considering you almost perished bringing these to me.
They did.
Good with that.
All right, thank you very much. It's Hildra, would you open the coffers and pay these exceptional adventurers? What do you call yourselves?
What is that per person?
Well, that's 60 per person. But what we have not come up with a name for ourselves yet. We should maybe discuss that.
We are the traveling friends.
These traveling
No, I don't like that name.
friends.
Okay.
These friends of travel.
Hey, what happened to your
Terrible
accent?
name.
We're the friends of travel.
Hildra, please.
Maybe
and you had asked.
We hunt cultists, so
What cultists?
missing people.
Fantastic. So you had asked if I
Could
had
be-
need of anything in particular.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to
That's
interrupt.
most.
Do you have
Never
a
mind.
list?
Yes.
Never mind. And he goes back into the back.
TBD.
No, no, no,
TBD
no, no,
on the
come back.
name. Okay, what are you looking for? Potions.
He's gone.
All right.
Hildra's up there. Did you need Father Soul?
Yeah, we were wondering if you had like a list of things you're looking
Oh,
for.
I'm sure he has
Here's
a
60
list.
gold for the eyes.
We each got 60 gold.
No, yeah, each, yeah.
That's good. That's more money.
Father, apparently they weren't finished with you. And he comes lumbering up the back, ducking through the doorway. Yeah.
We were wondering if you had a list of ingredients you are specifically looking for.
Well, I mean, unless you have some other rarities, I don't really keep
You got
We have a lot of
human
human
bones.
bones.
human bones.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, those are not in short supply in these times, I'm afraid. Should you, in your bag, have an elemental core of earth, I would be happy to part.
Ask it.
I reach in to grab an elemental core of earth.
Okay.
Anything?
You feel something kind of heavy?
I pull it out.
It's a skull!
I put it back.
What about that jade? Did we sell that jade?
We still have
I
it.
could,
Do you buy jade?
No, I have no particular use for that. I could also, if you have perhaps like the beak of an owl bear, I would pay handsomely for such a situation as well.
Did we pull that beak of an owl?
Let's ask the bag. It knows, right?
We,
I can't remember.
We did not dice up the beak part.
We didn't do anything on the owl bear, did we? I don't have one.
We did. I did kill an owl bear, but I did not
Killed
take
an
its
owl
beak.
bear. You are quite the adventurer indeed.
Just let us know what you
if you
might
had any
need.
pin feathers of the owl bear, I
Pin
would.
feathers. Did we take any feathers?
I don't think we took
Pay you
anything from the.
10 gold per.
Maybe we'll find another owl bear to fight.
I
What about
have-
harpy anythings? Did you take harpy
And
stuff?
we didn't take anything off of them. We need to be better about looting the bodies of dead
We
animals,
need
of
to
magical
dissect
beasts.
these animals we're killing.
I have pieces of a basilisk tooth.
Oh, let's see here. The
the
channel
things.
is broken. There's no venom left, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. These are effectively just teeth. I couldn't actually distinguish them from your own teeth. But if you could come across an owl bear at any time, or if
Maybe
dispatched one of those recently, like you say, it may still be there.
Maybe. How much are for the beak?
I would give you 100 gold pieces for the beak.
Oh, maybe we should go back to the temple.
You don't think they've cleaned it up by now?
It's an hour. Hour south. That's not that bad. It's an hour for 100
Yes,
gold.
yes.
A talented alchemist as yourself
I am
probably has a need for several plants for your potions.
I mean, I do have a garden that supplies most of my most basic needs. Is there something in particular you're offering?
Well, I can spot rarities.
Please keep your eye out for rarities and your travels and report back to me. I would be most happy to buy
Is there
rare.
anything you don't have in your garden that you would love?
That I would love, some hairs of a spriggan, if you can
Okay.
come across those. That's not quite a plant, but I mean they are plant-like.
Anything else?
I mean, though it's a big world, there's many things I would like. If you
It
see
is.
something extraordinary, please bring it my way.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do come across, were you able to manifest your elemental core of it?
No.
I know where you might find one.
Whoa, do
If,
tell.
it's a local legend, really, but to the southwest of town. He started relaying as he opened up his document in Google Docs. To the southwest of town, there is some ruins. They're ancient. No one knows whether they're elven or they're human or something else. But clearly, some mad wizard had bound a spirit of Earth to this plane, and there is a large Earth elemental there that, should you be able to dispatch him safely and pull the core from his essence, I would pay you very handsomely for it.
All right. I
What
think
do you
we can
need
handle
this
that.
for?
For this one, I am working on a potion of enhanced bark skin. It's my own design. It's more of a stone skin potion.
And what are you offering for as a price for this elemental?
I could be convinced to give you 175 gold.
Okay.
We'll work on that
Gold.
price.
Aren't elementals like really, really strong?
Well, I mean, there's a reason I haven't dispatched him after all.
You look
Yeah.
very strong.
You know, I am more of a thinker than a fighter, but I do have some fine projectile potions that I have created in the past.
Oh, okay.
75 gold.
Yeah, I think it would take more to prepare for this battle.
I
than it would
agree.
Be rewarded for it. So we'll just keep an eye out for the Owlbeak, I guess.
All right. Well, best of luck on your journey. I mean, I'm
Steal
sure I
the
can
core.
find other adventurers to.
Yeah, you can.
We're not mercenaries, you know.
No, what were you doing in the sewers?
We were trying to help a man out. I'm a cleric. I help people.
He lost
Make it a
his father's.
That's true. We were helping him
All
for
right, make
a
a
sword.
persuasion check.
That was the truth.
Because he just thinks you're a sellsword right now. Because all you've been doing is bragging about how many asses you've kicked.
That is true.
18.
I'm sorry, I misread the situation. Miss Claire.
We're not good at painting the situation. It's okay. We're having that trouble still.
We're still new to each other.
That's fine. Well, should you come up with a name for your party, that would be helpful.
Great parties don't name themselves.
That's true,
They get
perhaps.
named by destiny.
That's what I read.
May destiny keep
That's
her eye upon you.
Just literally what someone told me once.
But yes, should you bring me the core of Earth, I would be most appreciated. But perhaps I could throw in some potions or something.
Oh yeah, that sounds agreeable.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Is there anything else I could do for you?
Nope, I think not at the moment. I think
Well,
we've
then I
got
bid you
some
good
tasks.
day. I have potions to brew and snippings of my plants to take. And now I've got these fine basilisk guys. These are wonderful, really. And he just mutters to himself and he walks off.
Okay.
And Hildra's like, "Well, that's father. Sorry."
All right. Well, we were gonna go maybe look for some owlbear beaks and pin feathers.
Can I interest you in any potions or anything?
Does anyone want some potions?
We've got the ones that were gifted to us still, most of us.
All right. Well,
Do you have any hats?
no, I'm afraid
Okay.
this is not really a haberdasher. It's more of a potion.
Just thought I'd check. You had a very cool thing going on.
Yeah, that's the father. He uses the horns in his potions. He just takes a snip and it's really ghastly to watch.
But did you want like a hat like his with like the horns and stuff? Because we can make you a hat like that. And I pull out just a couple bones and just
No,
Ribcage.
that's okay.
yeah,
no.
just, a skull. We got a
No,
skull,
no, that's- I appreciate
a
that. That's-
non-human
that's so
skull that fits
great.
over yours. Maybe we got one of
Right.
Like
those.
a Cubone style.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though.
that'd
It was
be-
more of the hood.
That would be real
We're making
cool.
Hildra uncomfortable.
Bye, Hildra.
Yes, please have a wonderful
I think
day.
it's Hilda, isn't it?
It's Hildra.
Oh, it's Hildra. I wrote Hildra. Hilda.
I might have said Hildra. Or Hilda.
Hilda,
There's a lot of names
Hilda.
flying around.
22 Hilda Street and 22 Hilda Way.
All right, I say we go for 2 reasons that I think we should go to the temple. One, money. for the owl bear stuff. 2, I told Fritz about that temple, and I'm a little bit worried he went there for healing.
Which to the Temple of Airdrie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Temple of Airdrie, where we dispatched that owl bear.
Okay.
Do we
He
also
might have also gone. Well, so the temple for Tyr is here in like the castle district. Right?
Yeah, towards it's almost towards the
They wouldn't let him in the castle district, they
No.
said.
but the Shrine of Tears it borders the town square because it's the primary religious center here, and so it can be approached from the town square as well. Bjorholms is deep in the castle ward, and,
Yeah.
and
Maybe we should poke our heads into the temple of Tyr and make sure he's not there first.
Okay.
It's on our way out of town.
You can ask about that cleric too.
okay. So you make your way to the Shrine of Tyr. All right, we make our way to the Shrine of Tyr. A stone lantern enshrines the scales, the god of justice, said to bestow favor on those who leave an offering. Previously, this was run by a different cleric from what you've been able to discern that was here yesterday.
Tyr is T-I-E-R?
T-Y-R.
T-Y-R.
And
There's
Callista's gonna
E.
look super uncomfortable walking.
great, awesome. There is a there's a man standing at the front dais and dais.
Amadeus.
He is very tall, very severe looking, with a prominent but thin nose and kind of greasy hair. And it's pulled back into a bun. He's wearing gray robes with some red and blue trim. And yeah, he kind of acknowledges you.
Good day, sir.
Good day, ma'am.
We were wondering if you noticed a man who looks like, and I described Fritz,
You'd
seeking
have to,
medical attention.
No, I don't think I've seen anything like that. I'm sorry, I'm new here. A recent addition to the Shrine of Tyr here.
Right, you had
Bevesk,
a
right?
cleric who has recently
Yes.
left.
Andera, she was a lovely dwarven lady.
Do you know why she left?
She was called back to the Prime Temple in Stormhold. I don't know what for. I was assigned here recently from Gladmore.
Oh, from Gladmore.
Yes, you're from Gladmore, really?
Yes.
What district? You're from the Dawnrise district.
From the Dawnrise district.
Oh, the Dawnrise district. That's lovely. That's lovely. That's largely farmlands, isn't it?
It is.
Yes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm just
You seem
She is a battle angel in Tyr.
battle
She has I have watched her perform miracles in the names of your god. She's saved my life with her magic. She's dispelled so many things. She cured a werewolf. This is like Tyr's chosen warrior.
fantastic. What is your name?
Oh,
I'm Callisto.
Callisto.
Tyr kind of came into my life recently and very
Oh.
suddenly, so
Balance be with you. How did you guys meet?
We were kidnapped by cultists.
By cultists. That's
Yeah.
ghastly. What kind of cultists?
they've been talking about this shard and pain
Shard.
formats. They tried to summon an
Mardella,
archdevil.
Shard,
Archdevil.
Dylan, Pain Viridian. I
Dear
don't
God,
know.
dear God. Well,
So yeah, we're working on it. Don't worry.
yes. Good luck with your searches.
We've got the warrior priestess of Tyr with us, so I
And-
know we'll succeed.
And we have Airdrie Fania helping us.
Elven goddesses and gods are not really my speciality.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Tyr, so.
No, I would be happy to show you all about him someday.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, but not now, I'm busy.
All right. What district from Gladmore are you from?
I am from the Hazelmont,
So the
the market towards the center of town.
district.
Yes, I'm from the Hazelmont.
Oh.
Well,
Well, it
we
seems
in
like
the
your battle
game here?
angel has other things on her mind.
probably communing with Tyr here in the depths of this hallowed place, a
Yes.
direct vassal to the voice of the god.
So we can leave sacrifices, or not sacrifices, what was it?
Offerings.
Offerings here.
Like the
yes,
bones?
You might, yes. I mean, typically
I don't
people
know how
leave,
this works.
financial
Oh.
blessings upon, but it's mainly just food to maintain. I'm honestly I'm unfamiliar with the protocol around here. At this point.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a gold.
A gold piece.
Thank you for talking to us.
Of course, thank you.
What's it like? Do you like? Someone says we want bones or
He sets it on an
Tyr?
altar.
I don't really know
Kinda
what kind of
confusing.
god Tyr is supposed to be.
I don't
Me
know
neither.
what's happening right now.
Oh,
Tyr is the god of justice and balance.
Justice and balance.
God, I support that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends on how one interprets these things. I am led to believe that my predecessor Andera found that justice was a gentle thing, whereas I have found that justice is sudden and violent.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Oh, okay. But with evidence, right? Plenty of evidence.
Well, of course, that's justice.
Okay,
Otherwise, it's
good.
just vigilantism, isn't it?
Right. Don't want anyone killing people without fair trials.
Right. Would hate to see that.
We might bring Fritz in if we find him to be.
This is the vagabond of which
Yes.
you have discussed.
Yes,
I,
he's killing people.
then I would love to see him brought to justice.
Okay. Would we bring him here or somewhere
No,
else?
you would. I'm assuming there's a local constabulary that one would. Like I said, I only arrived last night
Right. From Gladmore.
from Gladwell.
How is Gladmore right now?
It is fine. It is. These are troubling times. It appears the king has taken a little bit ill, but I mean, a man of his years is expected to have wavering health. I'm sure he'll pull through.
Did you do anything else while we were here?
Not right now. Thanks,
Great.
Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tyr a god who does any like with like divination, far sight, and
I
like
mean, it depends on the practitioner.
the seeing the future? Is that Tyr's thing?
Oh, somebody is back. We have another visitor at the Shrine of Tyr. Hello, who is this?
This one is yours.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, did we get trade packages?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
Did you
you.
have the Hollister one?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Okay.
Let me grab that one for you.
Oh man, this-
Don't
we're
miss
getting-
out on your chance to meet the battle angel of Tyr.
Oh, jeez.
She's here.
Is that really what you call yourself?
That's
a battle
not
angel?
what I call myself.
She is too humble. I do it for her.
That is not what I call
Wow.
myself.
So sorry, I grabbed the wrong one.
You're good. Thank you so much.
I gave the wrong package.
Fantastic. I didn't know we were expecting a package around here, but thank you. He seems
Uncomfortable.
off-put
Is there something?
by the two of you specifically. Just fine. I don't know. He's making a lot of direct eye
Does-
contact with you, and he's almost ignoring your presence, which is weird because
Who? This is the guy in the temple?
Can I sense if he's like untrustworthy or?
I'm sure. I mean, you can
I don't
make
know,
an
is there-
insight check.
Us two?
He
Or
did.
us two?
No. He seems to be a little bit off-put by the two of you. By
By two?
Callisto
Okay, gotcha.
and Vanya.
Can I do an insight check as to why
Two of
he's
you
off
can.
put?
30-20.
Dirty 20.
Do you want? Okay.
16?
16. You can't quite get a read on why he is, but you definitely are picking up that he's just uncomfortable by the very presence of you, and he would probably be pleased if you left.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's because you don't worship the same god he does. Maybe it's because
But
you
why
don't.
is it just the two of us? She worships Tyr.
Maybe it's because she doesn't worship Tyr the same way he does.
Okay.
Maybe it's something else.
We should ask him.
Just ask.
Maybe.
Sir, are you uncomfortable with me?
Not at all. You're, of course, welcome. The Shrine of Tyr welcomes all comers. But you must have business about town, right?
Wow, yeah, we do. We've got a lot to do.
Okay.
Unless
say
you're
something?
welcome to stay, of course.
Did I say something offensive to you?
No, I'm just
Oh.
uncomfortable with the notion of other gods. I'm
Oh,
a newer
gotcha.
cleric of the Lord.
I
Tyr,
get that.
sorry.
I get that.
But everybody knows there's all kinds of gods.
Well, I mean, I am a man of dedication. I have dedicated my life to the Lord Tyr.
You could be
I would.
dedicated.
Yeah, I think
and-
that's cool.
Thank you. I think it's rather cool.
My
as well.
goddess, she is a goddess that likes freedom, and so I think people should have the freedom to worship the gods they choose, even if it's not her.
As do I. This is
sounds-
just a shrine of Tyr.
Oh,
Sounds like he doesn't want to hear about any other gods.
yeah, maybe. I just want you to know that I think it's fine that you
I
worship
think it's
Tyr.
fine now, sir.
So how do you like bring justice to the world by just like being in your temple and stuff?
I speak for the god, and I extol his virtues when we have meetings and gatherings here at the shrine. But for me, it is more of I extol the virtues of self-discipline and self-reliance, and I try and encourage those that would come to hear what I have to say to become self-disciplined, self-reliant, and just.
I like your way better.
We should go.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. We will. Thank you for talking to us. We will
Of course.
take our leave.
In that gold?
Balance be with you.
Like leave a bone on the altar.
Thank you, young dragon.
I can't believe that guy. You were there, and he was not as excited as he should have been, I think, because you've been
What?
doing good.
What
which
was
is
that
rude.
about?
I kind of didn't choose to follow Tyr. He kind of made me.
Tyr made you?
Yeah,
He chose you because you're amazing.
sure.
That's so neat.
And so I don't know if that guy
I was jealous.
could tell.
How did Tyr choose you, and why?
It's a long story. I was kind of half out of my mind at the time. I don't really remember all of it, but
So Tyr chose you,
And didn't choose Mr. Big Nose.
and Airdrie chose me. Did your Bahamut god choose you?
No, Bahamut doesn't choose anybody. That's not how. That's not exactly what kind of god.
What a
God-
coincidence
God-
that
God
we
is.
have at least two people chosen
I
by
wouldn't
God.
say chosen. I'd say more like conscripted. But
I was conscripted too.
We're so lucky. He was so jealous. I can't believe him. I can't believe him.
well, I'd like to just forget about that whole interaction.
Yeah, he was a jerk.
Sounds like you're very reluctant. Is Tyr not as nice of a god as Airdrie?
He's been a bit of an asshole to me.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. He's about justice and balance, so I gotta trust him.
Maybe you can, worship Airdrie instead, because Airdrie just kind of, tells me stuff with birds and does
Trust
some
me, I
cool
would
stuff.
love to worship
Yeah.
a different god, but I don't think that would go over well with Tyr.
He's
Tyr's a
jealous,
jealous
too. Everyone in Tyr is jealous, but I get it. You're amazing. So, I don't know. If I was a god and you were on my team, I wouldn't want to give you up.
It'd be the god Tyr.
Yeah. You're god tier.
Has anyone asked him about this disguise thing yet? Did I miss something?
I don't know.
No.
He's just let him.
Oh.
Okay. I think it makes
What?
him happy.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should get back to it.
Yeah, let's go look for Fritz.
Okay, it's about maybe 12:30.
I think we should head to the temple of Airdrie.
Leaving the town, do we go through the lower boroughs?
Yeah, you would head south. The lower boroughs would be off to your right, and the Turnery Market would be off to your left, and that road runs directly south, almost all the way to the Temple of Energy.
Yeah,
And
maybe
it's
we
an
could-
hour walk to
It's about
the
an hour
temple?
walk.
Yeah.
You could probably cut it to 45 minutes if
For
you
a
really
lot of
hustle.
gold.
Ooh, how quickly can a horse get there?
A horse could probably get there in probably 20 minutes.
So we
Someone
have
could
to
ride
rent-
me.
I volunteer.
Great. The rest of you would probably arrive about 40 minutes later.
Yeah, I would like to go because it's my temple.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we should probably.
We
We
I could ask
can go.
around.
We can go look for this
Can I turn
this
into a
hackberry
dire horse?
fellow.
We could.
We
Yeah,
had
just
to go
some
talk to
investigate
someone
on the south.
about where to look for him, right?
Well, I think we should check out the southern boroughs while they head to the temple, so we can just ask around about
Split the
Fritz. I think
party.
they'll know.
What if there's another attack on the temple?
What?
Well, then
Are
we're
the
gonna be
yellow
there
bears
40
still
minutes
there?
late.
Probably.
That's like so many turns of
They
combat.
probably buried it, and then we can just.
Well, maybe June and I could ask around the lower boroughs, and then we'll catch up to you guys.
Okay, but I don't think we should split the party. I don't think we're in a hurry,
I agree.
right? I really don't think we should split
We
the
have
party.
a lot to do here.
Great. Well, I think we should just ask around a little bit since we'll be
Yeah,
passing on
we'll
the
be
way out of
passing
town.
by the lower boroughs. I think we should just.
It's just a
ask
quick
around.
trip to the temple and back. And
I
like
know,
I said,
but if
I'm
he
a little
sees
worried.
us.
I'm a little worried that Fritz went there. So like my
But if he didn't, and he's in the lower boroughs, and he sees us and realizes that we're alive, we could lose that element of surprise.
Maybe we should all disguise
Ooh,
ourselves.
with
I can
someone's in
disguise everyone. I am
disguise.
so good in disguise.
Yeah, I
with
don't know about
disguises.
that.
You cannot disguise.
But we're not really going through the lower boroughs. We're
try.
going through the road.
Yeah,
by it.
you're skirting lower boroughs.
Okay.
So you're not going directly through it. And Vanya, you have been thoroughly through the lower boroughs when you were looking for Juniper. You know that it's the deeper you get, the grosser and darker it gets, and it does get deep and gross and dark in there.
I've been to the lower boroughs before, and that is it's not just a quick trip like you guys were thinking. Unlike this quick trip to our the temple.
If you
get
go
some
talk to
money.
the Shelby farm.
Yes, we can do that after.
Or on the way.
Is
Yeah.
it on the way? Is it south of town?
It's not even off the path.
We can just do it on the way back. We just make a quick trip. I'm a little worried.
All
I
right,
sent
well, I mean,
Fritz to that temple.
I really don't want to run the whole way there.
I mean,
It's like such a
I'm
long
going.
time.
and
You guys can ride a horse
Either
there.
choose to stay and do whatever, but I have
gonna
a
go
duty
hang
to
out
my
at the-
temple, and I'm going. So you guys can do
Alright.
what you want, but I'm leaving right now.
Do you want a horse?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, you shouldn't go alone.
Yeah. Well, it seems like our party does not want to agree to do things, and I don't want people to be hurt because I sent a murderer their way, and that's my concern is the safety of people, not these other tasks that can be done later.
No, we'll just have to catch up.
Well,
All right. Well, I'm
Perhaps-
glad that you care so much about my temple and the people.
let's just all get along. Perhaps you guys can stop at the farm, get some lunch or something, talk to the farmer
Why
about
are you
that.
so opposed to going to this temple?
No, we're not. We're just definitely like there's gonna be
I'm not
different
feeling
arrival
supported.
times.
I
It's
will
not
go
right
with I will
for
go
us.
with you
All
to the
an
temple
hour.
By the time it takes us to get to the temple, you guys will have gotten there
and back.
and back.
Well,
Yeah, that's
But
yeah.
what
With
if we
some
run
time.
into danger?
You guys
Then-
are able to handle
Then
it.
you can handle it because
Okay. Well, whatever.
I mean you do
Glad you guys are so
99% of the
supportive of
stuff
me.
in the fight anyway. Like I'm just here, honestly. Like I'm just here at this point. You're the
I mean, two of you could ride me. Or turn into a war horse, perhaps.
Well, there's clearly one thing, a task that is possibly urgent. And possibly we sent some people into danger, me. Possibly sent Fritz to that temple.
I mean, yeah, go quickly. We'll catch up.
We'll catch up.
I don't think we should split the party.
So you think we should all just walk there?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
There were
Yeah,
harpies and an owl bear last time.
Cool. I guess let's walk down there then. Yeah, so I'm in no hurry to go anywhere. Like,
It is only noon.
Yeah.
The day is young. So you make your way south to, as you were walking south, you don't see, make a perception check, Pocket and Vanya.
Can I be scoping for rare plants?
Plants all along the way?
Do
Sure,
I
yeah,
find any?
absolutely.
5.
5?
7.
7. Doesn't seem to be anybody noticing you. So you continue south. Make a nature check.
Blessings of Airdrie upon you.
Thank you.
makes it.
Bear in mind, your home lives here, so I mean, this is going to be a hell of a roll.
It's not it.
No, okay.
That ain't it.
Great. Takes you just this side of an hour. You make your way to the thicket surrounding the Temple of Airdrie. You make your way up the path. You see Kara the Quiet.
Kara, how are you feeling? Oh, good.
And you see Ethronel kind of gliding around Kara as they are efforting to drag the corpse of a very large owlbear into the surrounding woods.
Okay, so this is good timing to get to this owl
This is
bear.
good
And Vanya, it's good to see you again. You were back so soon.
Yes, so we were talking to a potion master and he was saying he was looking for an owl bear beak and pin feathers, and we just happened to know where a recently
It's
deceased
fortuitous.
owl bear
Well,
is.
I mean, if you help us get this abomination into the woods and let nature take its course, I mean, it's not like I could stop you at this point.
Of course.
And
Perfect.
they kind of glide back and gesture.
Yes, we'll take care of it.
Now, I mean, I can assist with the winds, but I'm not a brute.
Right. Let us take care of it. You rest.
And Kira thanks you, nods and
Yeah.
thanks you.
Have you noticed any more odd things around, like the harpies
Other than
and
the
more
owlbear and
harpies?
the harpies, no. There's
Still no news on why they showed up, or
no. You were the last visitors we had.
Are there harpy bodies
you
still
didn't
around?
see it. So
There-
that means you
we-
didn't
we
see a
could carry those.
suspicious injured man.
Suspicious injured man. Other than this one,
No, different suspicious
because
man.
he was injured at the
Yeah.
temple, I recall.
Hurt quite a bit.
Are you okay?
Better now. Yeah, thanks.
And they kind of glide over to you next to you. And you,
I'm
make a
surprised you
perception check.
recognized him.
18.
Oh, great. So you notice as they get closer to you, they're maybe touching the ground every like 20 feet. Like there's they seem to be floating, like legitimately floating.
Were they floating last time?
They were.
Okay. I'm probably just used to that, right? Okay.
This is a high cleric of Airdrie, and
Yeah.
it is indicative of someone who has spent life in the service of Airdrie Fania.
I don't float. Oh, darn it. Maybe I will in the future.
So you drag the corpse of the owl beast off into the surrounding woods, where presumably scavengers will take care of that. Who wants to see if they can extract a beak from an owl bear?
Is it medicine check?
This would be medicine.
I would
pretty
like
good
to
at
because
medicine,
I'm
too.
good at that.
Okay, one person can work on the beak. One can work on the pin feathers.
I will work on the beak.
Okay.
19.
19, yeah, you're able to extract. It's a gross process. It's largely affixed to the skull, so you're gonna have to like chip away at it with your hammer.
Okay.
But you do so, and it's messy. You're a little bloody, but you successfully get a pristine owlbear beak.
And guidance of Airdrie upon you.
Perfect. I was hoping that would happen.
That's a D8 here.
Oh,
Oh.
fantastic. And medicine. Okay.
Oh no.
It's gotta be pretty good.
The 8 saved me.
a
9,
one.
10, 11, 12.
What?
12.
12.
But it is a 1, if that matters.
It's the pin feathers. They're exceptionally thick. They're dug in deep, and you're able to extract one pin feather from a massive owl bear that is covered in pin feathers.
Bummer.
but it's probably 10 gold's worth of one pin feather.
We got the beak.
Yeah.
All right.
Would you like to stay the evening or anything? It's nice to have you back. It's odd to have you back so quickly.
Yeah, sorry. We were, we found out how poor we were when we tried to go shopping in Bevesk and
Yeah,
try to
absolutely.
buy some new stuff. So we, when we heard of this opportunity,
We do live modestly, don't we?
Yeah. Like the shields and armor costs are
Well,
insane.
you have a shield,
I
Vanya.
need a bigger shield.
Bigger shield.
Yeah, I got hit a few times.
That is a thing that happens when one fights owlbears, I suppose.
Yeah. I did go unconscious with that owlbear, so I'm a little worried.
I saw you. That
I
was
don't know
terrifying.
if
I would have saved you.
Yeah. I don't know how often Airdrie's gonna bring me back.
It looks like you have traveling companions that could help with such a situation.
Yeah. But like bring me back.
Backpack.
Yeah, not just unconscious.
Well, I can do this.
You can bring me back?
I can. It's costly,
Okay.
but
That's good
it
to
can
know.
be done. Especially
What if
it's
my
timely.
companions die?
Again, it's costly.
Good to know.
How? What's the
You would have
price?
A diamond?
Yes, it's a rather large diamond that is consumed in the process.
Or a scroll over Vivify, if we could get it like made on a scroll.
If you have a scroll over Vivify, if you have it like made on a scroll, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm all about putting things on scrolls. We wizards are.
So,
We should get back to trying to find Fritz.
Yes.
Because that was a priority
He's not
recently.
here.
And
Sure.
he's not.
Nope.
One last question before we go, though.
Of course. Juniper, I remember.
What would you call us?
What do I call you? Well, you're not all
We're collecting the list.
worshippers of the wicked lady, are you?
Right. We need a group name.
I am.
I know you are. I know you are, my love. And you're a dragonborn.
She
and
worships
Wow.
Tyr,
I
but
don't
not
worship any.
willingly.
unwilling worshiper too. That's
Tyr doesn't sound as nice as
you're welcome to pray at our temple anytime. The wicked lady would love to offer you freedom.
She's much nicer than
yes.
the tier
Sounds
person.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't worship anybody.
That's okay. We respect that.
Airdrie allows that. Airdrie's not a jealous god like other gods.
What I would call you is my friends.
Oh.
That's what I said. We're the friends.
Well,
We'll just be called
Well,
friends.
I'll write it
No.
down.
There
Thank
was
you.
this puppet show that was named Friends, and then we're gonna have to be like Ross and Rachel and like Phoebe and Chandler, and I don't know which one of
Vanya,
us.
are you okay? Has she been hit in the head?
She has been hit a lot in the head.
I was almost
She's been unconscious
petrified.
a lot.
Would you please?
Since we've been kidnapped,
Just one.
I mean, there's some memories are gone. We'll get
We
better.
should get her a helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I have this cloak.
I gave her the cloak. do you know that I gave
Yes.
you? Okay. She has been. Please
I was almost
her.
petrified by
I was
basilisks.
petrified.
Yeah.
But that was you fought an owlbear 2 days ago.
And basilisks yesterday. Yeah.
We didn't intentionally try and fight either of them. We just
No.
happened to come across them
Okay,
and they
you
needed
need
to get
slow
fought.
down, Vanya.
That's why I was looking for a bigger shield.
Well, and perhaps maybe look for less trouble instead of looking for.
But how do you
We were
get
trying to
money
help-
without more trouble?
We were trying to help a man. He lied to us. We were
Men
trying to
will
help
do
him.
that, won't they?
Yeah.
I guess if you see a man who looks like, and I'll describe Fritz.
Sure. With the one
I
shoe
told him to
and
come
the
here
green
before.
cloak.
Yeah, I told him
Don't-
to come here before I knew he was a
Don't
con
let him
artist.
in.
I will keep an eye out.
Don't heal him either.
Don't
And
heal
don't.
him.
It is my obligation to
I
heal
know.
him, but you
Don't
know I
let
can
him in.
handle myself.
Yes.
He'll put basilisks on you. Just don't.
Okay.
Oh.
We
I
did
think-
kill the basilisks.
I don't
Might
think
have
he
to,
had
huh?
control over the basilisk.
No, I think he's just implementing them in a plot.
He might know where more monstrosities are.
But I don't think he didn't seem like the type of dude to like wrangle a basilisk.
Yeah, I think that was like his thing. I think that was like
He
his
might have
one
more
thing
traps
he
around.
had.
I hope so.
I think he's dangerous to people. I think we should get back and find him.
Yes.
I
Okay.
won't
Let's go.
stop
Let's
you.
go.
Protect Vanya.
You got it.
Maybe Airdrie can help us find Fritz with a bird. Maybe a bird can lead us to him.
Thinking Crow might be
You
around.
might be a little low level for such an action, but you can certainly try.
Okay, I'll try.
I, you don't have the spell.
Okay, then I can't try.
We don't have the spell to find
Do
him.
you have the spell?
Um,
You're
I,
pretty high level.
I do, but I'm not doing all of the legwork for you. I don't want you to find more trouble, Vanya. You can stay with me.
Yeah. But I feel like Airdrie wants me to help people.
That is not my interpretation of her will.
What is your interpretation of her will?
I like to bring freedom to others through safety. I don't. You look for trouble, Vanya.
I don't look for trouble. Fritz is killing people.
But then, by all means, but stick with your friends.
I try to.
We should go.
Let's go talk to the farmers. That seems like a safe
Yes.
place. There were some farmers running some pest removal. Is that safe enough?
Go.
Nothing sounds safe with you.
Yeah, when they say pests, they're probably like wolves or
Owl bears.
more. It's 5 owl bears now.
Harpies,
those
maybe.
are pests,
More
right?
harpies.
Maybe their feathers will be easier to get out.
Maybe. Here's hoping.
Okay. Do you guys?
Can we just put the carcass in the bag of holding and just bring all the feathers to him?
It is actually too
Oh, I
heavy
think-
for me to put in the bag of holding.
very
Okay,
big.
Can
Okay.
you cut off a chunk of it and put it in the bag?
Oh God, we're so gross.
I mean, that's up to somebody with a chopping implement.
Not doing it.
I don't have one.
I've got a long sword.
I just
got a
can't
hammer.
believe I only got one feather out.
I have a staff. Doesn't
Um,
chop
Can
I
you
have
get your
lots of
staff
cutty
to
things, but I
do
don't
it?
feel like cutting out
Anybody
owlbear
on your
meat. That's
staff
really gross.
have a hacking implement?
I'm gonna start walking towards the farm.
Great. I'm gonna stick
Following
with Bernash.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way to the farm. I'm assuming you guys follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, it's on the it's one of the towns on the south end of town, or one of the homes on the south end of town. You have to ask around a little bit, but one of the guards is able to direct you to the farm of the person in that document that is not close to where I was. So let's go back to the Bevesk Castle Ward to the not the Castle Ward, it's Knight's Keep. Bulletin board. There it is. So you make your way to the farm of Humbert Shelby. It's a modest homestead. It's red brick with timber reinforcements, and it appears to be raining dice at the moment. But it's over as quick as it started. And you can tell it's surrounded by some sort of gourds or squash, and
It's
some
not
sort of
beets.
and some sort of berries. So it looks like he's growing 2 things. Do you knock on the door? I'm assuming you do.
Yes.
He comes up. He's a tall, powerfully built man with a curly mustache. And he says, "Good evening. What can I do for you?"
Hello, sir. We saw your post on the bulletin board
Yes, the
about
pests.
pest removal.
Indeed. Well, come in. And I'm sure your friends want to. All right, come on in. And he leads you into a small sitting room. So, my pest problem. I've tried to rectify the situation myself. The problem is I don't know what's doing it. Sometimes my produce is nibbled upon. Sometimes it's missing. But it seems to happen virtually every evening.
Badgers.
Is it mushrooms?
No, it's not
It's not
mushrooms. I
mushrooms.
grow a squash and
It's probably rabbits.
I have a berry patch.
Does sound like rabbits.
Anyway, if you could rectify the situation, I would offer you, I don't know, 50 gold pieces.
What time
Which
of day
is a
does
lot
this
for me.
normally happen?
I wake up to it, and I've tried to stay up all night. I've sat there on my porch, still as a statue, and nothing.
And then in the morning, did anything?
No, that day there was
Okay.
no thievery,
Okay.
and then of course I was exhausted. I slept that night and wake up. The place was ransacked.
Okay.
So I mean, if you can rectify the situation, please alert me before you do so. I mean, otherwise I would have no evidence of such. But
We'll squash your pest problem.
I much
See,
appreciate that. That's a.
Do you have squashes?
He does have squashes. Yes, I see what you did there.
Do you have any that have been nibbled on still?
I do.
That's what I was hoping to look at.
Yeah, because you know animals.
Yeah, I could probably tell from the bites what it is.
Yeah, they don't tend to nibble upon the squashes, but these berries have been. It looks like a bite has been taken right out of them. There you go.
What size
They're only
are
nibbling
berries?
on berries.
They're about this. They're like a. They're more like a raspberry, but they're closer to the size of a strawberry.
So nibbling on it can't be that big of a pest, right?
But then there's other stuff that's just vanishing.
7.
So yes, some of that berry is indeed missing, isn't it? You can tell that. You can't tell a lot. It looks like most of the berry is gone.
Let's perhaps just go look where this is happening. Maybe I can
Sure.
find some.
Trash.
Yeah, let me show you. So
Scat,
they're very fond
something.
of the berries.
Yeah.
The squash not so much, but the squash does go missing on
I
occasions.
think if you're eating that much fruit, like you're gonna have to poop.
From my knowledge of what really likes berries, would I know anything?
Everything likes berries. Berries are yummy.
Okay. Except for my daughter.
So you make he shows you out to the berry patch. He's like, as you can see, I mean, I still have some berries growing. But they seem to leave the unripened ones, which is unfortunate. But it's becoming slim pickings, and no pun intended. And I can't really sustain this much longer. This is my livelihood.
All right. Do I notice anything that might be telling of what animal?
I'll make an investigation check
Investigation. You
first.
sure?
You can do nature. You can do
Lessons
nature.
of imagery upon you.
Awesome. Thank you.
You need it.
Apparently.
Oh, not this
Okay.
time.
22.
Okay. From the animals you know of, and you've seen some bite patterns before, you're able to discern. What are you looking at specifically?
I'm looking for tracks, for
Okay.
poop, for anything that would lead me to know what
Sure.
was there.
So
I'm really good at.
You don't really know. You don't notice any animal tracks. You're able to look at the bites on the berries. You notice that it's a little bigger of a bite radius than you were expecting. Yeah, you look around. You find no animal tracks to speak of.
They float. They worship.
But
imagery.
you're looking, and all you see is just people tracks.
Birds maybe flying in so they're not leaving tracks.
Are your god people coming in here? Floating around, eating
That's
the
what I was saying. They worship.
See, for an L, says
Just creeping up.
you failed to notice berry or Fernell's mouth. No, it was not Ethan.
But it could be a flying animal if it's not leaving tracks.
Could be a
Rats.
person coming in and stealing the
It's
food
nighttime.
at
not
night.
leaving their
Bats.
tracks.
And that just looks like, because you said there
Vampires.
was humans. It looks like humans have walked around here. So it could just be, right? Can you differentiate shoe patterns? Is there a bare foot
Is it one
amongst
shoe?
these
Yeah,
parts?
one shoe and 1 foot.
Is it all Fritz? Is Fritz the core of everything wrong with this city? Is Fritz the one causing all the racism?
Fritz's Donau disguised.
Conspiracy. I believe
Yeah.
it. Let's go
All right.
take Donnell into custody.
Let's get our maps and our strings and our post-its.
Post-its.
Yeah.
What's a post-it?
It's like a bulletin board paper, but just self-sticks.
Weird.
Yeah.
So,
Magic.
well, yes. Anyway,
Yeah,
if you don't mind, I'm going to head back into the farm. If you notice anything, or if you decide you want to rectify the situation for me, please inform me. It usually occurs well after dark.
Maybe we'll come tonight.
Yeah, we can go into the city.
Well,
keep
I
looking for
look
Fritz.
forward to seeing you tonight.
If we don't make it tonight, we'll come back later. But
Just let me know.
yeah.
Just let me know. Knock on my door.
All right. Do we want to go to the lower
I
borough?
think
One
that's-
last thing.
Oh, yes, yes.
Are there any birds around that perhaps watch out at night or do any, like, are there any owls? Well, perhaps I can talk to an owl at
Can
night.
you talk to bats?
We talk to bats.
I'm sure I've heard an owl or two in the evening, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Let's head to the Lower Burrows.
All right. What's next?
You head up to the lower burrows?
Yeah.
All right. We head to the lower burrows. I gotta close the windows. My computer's getting
While we're
sluggish.
there, I'm going to keep an eye out for anybody that looks kind of like Anders Hackberry from the Wanted poster draw.
Great. Okay. So you're walking through the lower burrows. It's not great. It's probably been over. People that have described it to you have exaggerated. It's not a den of scum and villainy as much as it is like this is where people don't have as much money, and in some cases that leads to desperation. You recognize some of the people on the street from the protests earlier, so there are certainly tougher parts. And,
How are those people from the protest reacting to seeing me and Juniper?
there are lots of elves here as well, so I feel they feel probably more comfortable with voicing their internal prejudices in the company of other like-minded humans,
Okay.
as things like this are wont to do. You had, although you never really bothered going in, you were aware that there was an inn here, as well as kind of a general store.
Is there any place that looks like a clinic that someone might go to heal themselves
Not that you
after
have
they
found.
got zapped with guiding bolts?
Is there anyone that seems to be fairly, like, lived in the street? Like, it looks like he's been hanging out on the street for a while? Like any homeless?
Yeah, there's an aged half elf man. You know that means he's probably close to 200 years old, and he doesn't look well taken care of.
Great. Pocket would like to approach him. If that's okay.
Of course. Hello.
Hi. And Pocket would like to give him some of the jerky from his rations.
Oh, thank you.
Your accent.
You haven't seen anybody running around the streets here, have you?
I mean, there's plenty of people running around the streets. There's children.
We're looking for a man who looked in pretty bad shape, missing a shoe. Yeah, some know him as Fritz. We're worried about
He
him.
looks down at his own feet. I'm missing a shoe.
He would have looked quite wounded.
Yeah, like with radiant damage.
Might have had a bit of a sparkle to him.
Oh, he's almost like a glowing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
This was this? I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday evening,
I
yeah.
saw a gentleman, a human fella.
That be it.
He headed just west down the alley, near the Brass Cask.
West on that.
Can I do like an investigation to see if this isn't just Fritz in disguise?
Go ahead. Or perception.
It's my investigation is better, and it's a 14.
Okay.
They'd have this.
Yeah, it's definitely Fritz is not a half elf. This is probably a
Okay.
half-elf.
All right.
You get fake elf ears.
They
and a
seem to be
disguise
real.
kit. Yeah.
Great.
I bet you had some
We
fake
should-
elf ears in your disguise kit.
No, not yet. I'm working on that. I could build some with some of it, but yeah. Anyway, let's you have good luck.
Thank you. I'm down on my luck for sure.
I'm gonna
Can
give-
Pocket do one of his old sleight of hands of a gold coin?
There
Yeah, of course he can.
It's 10.
He acts like he doesn't see it.
Great.
He kind of smirks.
Great. I think we should head to the brass casket, see if
Yeah.
anyone there knows.
He kind of painfully gets up and starts making his way to the town square.
I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder and whisper blessings of Airdrie upon you. So whatever he gets there, maybe a
Cool.
little bit
He's
easier.
got like a minute of D4 luck.
Yeah.
I hope something cool happens to him in that minute.
Well, I just think maybe he's, if he had to roll to get to a place a little bit easier.
Sure.
Because he's old, and
Okay.
so that's probably a skill check for
Make
old
it
people.
Like he's gonna like trip. He's gonna
Athletics.
make a.
Great. Oh, he gets a blessing of Airdrie, doesn't he?
Yeah.
We're just fucking doing this.
We're just making this dude roll for nothing.
So he's trying to get to the market unscathed. Great. He did fine. He got to the market thanks to the one
I
on the
just wanted to
D4.
make it a little easier for him. For
Yes, that's a very clerically thing to have done. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Good RP moment. All right. Yeah. So he informed you that Fritz may have gone towards the brass cask.
I'm gonna sit
Alright.
over there.
I put my hood on.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know if how much he's going to recognize us, how much we stood out to him.
I'm in disguise. I could go in first. I'll never be
I
recognized.
also have my hood, and that makes me very
Yeah.
stealthy.
That's great.
Okay. So you make your way towards the brass cask.
I do nothing to this guy, so.
Great. So it's in the lower boroughs. This is surrounded by dark alleys and old homes. The street outside is strewn with debris from an overturned wagon. The hand-painted sign on the front says the brass cask, with a picture of a roughly brass-colored barrel on it, with a noticeable large crack in it.
Like in the cask or in the sign?
It looks like the sign has been painted to have a broken brass
Okay.
cask on it.
I was just like, can I use mending to fix the sign?
You can try.
Is it broken though?
It appears to not be actually broken, but intentionally painted
Yeah,
to look.
that's what I'm
broken.
saying. Can you use mending to
No.
fix something that's not broken?
No.
No, it would just
Yeah.
not do anything. I would
Yeah.
imagine. The end is sturdy, very sturdy looking, and taller than the other single-story buildings in this area.
Great. Pocket will gladly head on inside.
You go on inside. It's modest. There's crude tables and benches. Yeah, you see behind the bar a huge person with pale gray skin.
Oh,
He's
Goliath.
kind of cleaning a.
Is he Goliath?
He looks. You're not there, or are you there?
I put my hood up.
You put your hood up and you're in. Okay.
Yeah.
I am not. I'm waiting.
I was to say, I think he would recognize you for sure.
Why would you
Perhaps we
recognize
should
me?
wait.
Nobody in town seems to have paid me any attention so far.
You make people very
They
uncomfortable.
just ignored me the whole time. This is.
Yeah,
think
you
he
watch.
would
Cormanton loved you.
Cormanton was quite fascinating.
It is true.
Also, our friend Halfred loved you.
That was a while ago. That was like ages ago. That felt like it was months ago even.
Kind of was. So as you walk in, whomever of you actually decide to enter, the barkeep kind of goes back to wiping the countertop.
Is he a Goliath?
Pocket would like to.
He is closer to 8 feet tall than he is 7. He is well muscled. He's got kind of a power belly on him. But he looks like he could easily tear any of you in half.
So Goliath.
He is what you would recognize as a Goliath.
Pocket's gonna sidle up to the bar,
Blessings of Airdrie.
rummage in his coin pouch for a little bit, and ask for it. I was hoping I could get a drink. And he's gonna put down a copper coin that has a small crown on it with a symbol in the middle to slide it to the bartender.
Sure, be my pleasure. What can I get for you?
Just an ale, and we're looking for a friend of ours. Goes by the name of Fritz. He was blasted something awful yesterday, and we needed to check in on him.
Right. Fritz. He gestures over in the corner. There's a guy with his hood like pulled over his face. Hey, Fritz. You got company, and I wouldn't suggest you try to run.
Thank you kindly for the help. Appreciate that.
Of course.
Should we get the others?
You keep actually. I'm pretty strong and blast a guiding bolt at him with maybe. Why don't you go grab them,
Great.
and I will keep my eye on him.
He is
And I
praying
have
that you don't notice him.
I have a spell prepped, held.
Actually, you know what? He knows. He takes his hood off. He's like, hello.
You tried to kill us.
Gonna hustle over. Guys, come on.
You know, I'm an entrepreneur.
I'm gonna stay by the door in case you guys
I
make a
gave
run
you
for
money.
it.
Perfect.
You did. I would be happy to return your silver piece. I am so sorry about our little misunderstanding.
Tell me one good reason why I shouldn't capture you and turn you into the authorities.
I could be very useful to a party like you. I have got my fingers in most things in the underworld around here. How's it sitting with you?
How you feeling after my spell hit you?
You know, I feel rubbish. Actually, I have no way of alleviating it other than a good night's rest. I can still smell a little bit of singed hair. It was awful.
You're lucky. The owl bear I killed the other day was not as lucky.
Didn't kill an owlbear. Nobody kills an owlbear.
I pull out the owl bear beak.
Oh God.
And I dispatched your basilisks.
Oh, bugger. Well,
They're dead.
that was my revenue stream, so I say we call it even Steven. I won't turn you into the town's guard for killing my pet babies, and you won't
I
turn
already told
me...
them I killed your basilisks.
You told the town guard. Great! That's... Oh.
They also seem to want you captured.
Well, you just mentioned having your fingers.
Did you
in-
grab them all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
I'm
there.
staying by the door.
But she's staying by the door.
In case he makes a run for it.
You mentioned having some fingers in the local underground.
Of course, everybody in Bevesk knows Fritz.
Maybe if you
No
had
one
a
in the
little...
best seems to like Fritz.
Everybody likes Fritz
No.
equally.
I don't like you.
So do you spend much time in the crown? The castle? The castle
Castle
there?
Ward, yes, I am well aware that there is a Castle Ward in this town.
Ah, yes.
So, do you have any information that might persuade us to leave off? You know, if I heard the right thing, then maybe.
What kind of
You're gonna need
information
to
are you
roll
looking
a very
for?
high persuasion check on me. I'm pissed.
So-
The barkeep ones are, if you kill it, please do it out back, alright?
Yes.
So
Well,
Fritz,
we don't
so
want
there
to
was
kill him. We
never
want to turn him
any
in.
sword at all?
Well, I mean, there has been swords down there. I've kept many of them in crates in my room up at the top there.
There were swords
Your
up
room?
there?
Oh, we
Take
should
us
check
to-
Maybe we
that
can
out.
go
What,
back
in that
and
warehouse?
try
There was like a
again.
bunch, like what was in that warehouse?
I had some potions, and I had some money, and I had some weaponry, and just... I had all sorts of things in there. I'm
That's
sure
good
you
to know.
must have come out through there.
We
right?
did. We didn't find anything like that.
How did you not find it? There was in boxes. Did you look in the boxes?
No, we didn't.
I don't know. I
look
think
in
some
the
people
boxes.
rolled very poorly on their investigations.
I
of
just looked at the boxes and they looked like
It was in
boxes.
plain sight. My goodness. How did you find me? You can't find anything. I mean, respectfully, of
I
course.
found you pretty well when my spell was trying to hit you.
Well, I mean, yeah, the
And I
divine
too
fire
attacked
coming
you.
out of my arse. What's
Radiance.
radiant? Yes, it was radiant. It felt not so radiant, I'll tell you that.
Does the name Anders Hackberry mean anything to you?
Anders, my goodness. And the Goliath kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, like,
We're gonna take him in for the bounty because apparently we're bounty hunters. I guess.
you're
gonna-
going to take in
Yeah,
Anders.
yeah,
okay,
easy.
great.
Whatever.
Why don't you do that before you take me in, okay? You know what? I'll help. I'll wait right here and
Where
warn
is
you if
he?
anybody is
Just
coming.
tell us where he is then.
You're going to get us all killed. You know this, right?
No, because
No,
because if anybody comes and
Ramash.
attacks us, then
No, Ramash, just remember this
Oh,
time. This is
Dragonborn
one
is
time.
brazen.
Just if you trust me at all, we're gonna drop the hack thing for a little bit, okay? Just if you trust me, drop the hack.
do you know what is eating the plants out by out by the Shelby farm?
Is it you?
Is it you?
It's not me. I'm a strict beeritarian.
Bariatarian?
No, just beer. You know.
Do you know where the missing elven girl is? Ran at Edengrave.
Elven girls go missing here all the time, especially from around here.
Are you
Elven
the one?
traffic.
Are you the one behind the rise in populist racism and rabble rousing in this city?
Well, I mean, I don't like to brag, but I do turn people against humans quite often.
That's true.
How do you feel about those
I love those people
that are protesting?
that are not protesting, or do love them, depending on how you feel, dear cleric.
Pockets.
If you were to target people, if we let you
Were
go,
I to target people, I would target
would you
no one.
target the maybe the protesty people.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. I should probably just turn you in.
Yeah,
No,
why are we
I
wasting-
would be
we can
happy
talk
to.
on the way.
We don't. No, we can
With
talk
him.
about it. Right, Thoriak? Right, Thoriak?
I have some rope.
Here, actually.
Pocket's gonna ask Thoriak, do you have any like rope? Or
I have rope.
manacles?"
I have rope.
I mean, that's not really my specialty.
I have rope.
Just thought I'd check.
I have rope.
Great, everyone has rope. Never mind, we're good. Why do you guys have rope?
Comes with the like.
Adventurer's
Never know
kit,
when
I
you
think.
never know when you might need it.
Actually,
I mean,
I'm
that,
still
like,
outside picking up.
I have 50 feet of
A
rope.
little girl walks in and walks over to the counter. She's a very young elven girl.
what
And,
color hair does she have?
It's black.
Oh.
And Thoriak kind of leans over and whispers something to her and hands her a little package, and she runs out. While you guys are bickering.
Uh, did,
Great, well, I think we should
what was that?
tie him up.
Did we even notice? Did any one of us notice that?
I was
Well,
hanging
kind of
out.
noticed it, but it's a rough part of town.
Yeah.
Lots of weird shit happens here.
We needed,
Yeah, we should tie him up.
here's, I don't want to touch him.
I'm a
Here's some
cleric
rope.
and I have to do good by the people, and I don't
Agreed,
see
Tifa.
any good leaving you on the streets to continue murdering people for your own
Well,
good.
I mean, you've clearly removed my means of. I wouldn't call it murder.
It's murder. It's like actual.
It's murder.
I feel like there's a gray area between like murder and like leading people on an adventure that could have been fun.
No, that was murder.
You didn't
There
die.
was murdered corpses. I saw a murdered tiefling woman.
I saw no such thing. I've seen statues down there. It's weird.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Please do.
just so many punches from this really powerful dragonborn. Hey, that's a what do I add to a punch? What's the? I don't actually know how attacks work.
Strength.
Yeah, severe strength
yeah.
modifier.
It's +3 to hit. That's a 10.
10. You know, it can't. You might feel like you've made gained some purchase with your knuckles, but and he like he feels you do it, and then he goes, "Oh, ow, oh, such violence upon my person, Thoriak. I thought you ran respectfully." He said, "Shut up."
All right, we're
and then I
taking you
mend
out
his
of here.
clothes.
Oh, okay.
I figure I'm like that's the I don't know.
That's his whole game. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I have a whole situation going. I mean, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
tie him up. We're taking him out of here.
Sit still, Fritz. And you guys tie up Fritz.
All right,
We're gonna
let's
tell
take
him
to
you
the
also
guard.
stole those clothes too.
That's great. I didn't. Everybody. These are unrecognizable. Another elf child who runs back behind the bar and has just a brief, really quiet conversation with Thoriak. And they go on for about 10 seconds while you guys are manhandling Fritz. A few seconds go by.
Alright.
A few seconds go by. No, okay, and then the child runs off.
Well, what are we supposed to do with the child?
Listen,
Did we hear
I would have liked
anything?
to.
You we can say you could have.
Because
it.
I figure
Yeah.
I've stayed next to the Goliath,
Yeah.
if that's
I
alright.
have passive perception.
I do as well.
8.
15, not passive perception.
You that's how you were able to tell. Like he's like whispering. How much do we get?
8.
He's like, oh, you hear? Okay, take care. All right.
Fritz, what's going on with the elven children here?
Bloody now is the stupid Goliath. I mean, he's a delightful Goliath. And, Thoriak just kind of goes.
Pocket's gonna ask Thoriak, are there any cracks in this area that need some assistance?
Yeah, there is actually. I'll come back tomorrow.
Great.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night I'll be here.
I can mend stuff
Read
if
your
you have
calls.
any cracked stuff.
I'm holding an action while we take Fritz to the guards, where if he tries to make a break for it, I'm going to guiding bolt him. And I'm going to tell him that. If you make
no
a break
need,
for
no
it,
need for violence.
alright.
I'm well
You-
caught, but
okay.
I would.
If you run, I will.
No,
Not hesitate.
Do I look like I would try and loose my bounds?
Yes.
When we
I would never.
Well, if you do,
Yes.
I will blast you with guiding bolt, and my friend Bramash here will probably blast you with something simultaneously.
Bramash being the dragonborn.
Yes.
no.
And I will turn into a dire wolf and eat your face.
Dear God.
That's actually a good. I
Are you guys
choose.
out of the bar yet? Like, are you dragging him
Damn
along?
it.
Yeah,
That's
when
what
we
I
get out of the
was
bar,
thinking,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
like, okay, so what is with the kids? With the elven kids and
I
the
really don't know. I don't. This is not my.
Why does he
I
have
thought-
so many of them?
It looks like a messenger service. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It
You see
wasn't
another
like-
one go in the bar.
Doesn't seem that.
Maybe we should talk to
Excuse
them.
me, young
Yes.
girl.
Yeah.
What are you?
It's a
what
little
are
boy.
you or young boy, young sir. What are you going? You're the third elven child I've seen to.
Like the
Not
last
elven.
5
I don't know what
minutes.
you're talking
Oh,
about.
Who do you work for?
Guys, don't hassle a kid. Why are we hassling kids now?
we're trying to
Come
figure out
on.
what's going on.
What's the problem?
Hassling kids. Kids
the
are
mystery?
just adults. What are you talking about?
What's going on here?
Wait, don't be afraid.
Yeah, I don't think.
Look,
like,
I'm an elf.
we,
I'm
if
an
we
elf
wanted
too.
to ask someone, the bartender's right there. We're hassling kids
You-
instead.
you-
like,
I'm
what
an
are we
elf,
becoming?
see?
I'm afraid
Hello.
of him. I'm not afraid of the kids.
Don't. He's harmless. Don't worry.
Am I in trouble?
No,
we were just curious.
We're just wondering what everyone's bringing.
Is it the good stuff? Wink.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Is it drugs?
What's drugs?
Oh.
What do you have? Is it something we can purchase from you?
I don't have anything right now.
Oh.
Well then, I mean, I guess he's doing nothing. This kid's doing nothing. Run along.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you.
Run.
Do y'all want me to manhandle Fritz?
Yes.
Because I've got the highest strength, I think. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for the
Well,
kid
you
to
could
come
be in
back
charge.
out.
Okay. Kid comes out and it's got a little package wrapped up in a piece of paper.
Okay. What's in that package?
Nothing.
If I give you a gold, will you tell me what's going on here? And I am
Will you-
very
He
insightful.
looks inside and you can't tell Thoric, okay?
Okay, no, definitely not.
And he's gold first, okay?
Okay. Here.
I'm like ready to grab the kid just in case he bolts without telling us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much. Thank you. Thank you. And he runs off.
Oh,
Cool. Let's
I
get
try
out of
and
here.
grab
We
him
just
as he
took this
runs
package.
off.
Sure, make an athletics or an acrobatics, your choice.
I mean, I'm just gonna attack.
You
the
shouldn't be
grapple.
grabbing kids. That's not a normal thing you should be doing.
Kids
He's
are
already done
kids. Kids are mentally just as capable as adults. They have jobs.
There's no time
they
for this. It's
function.
impulse.
They are fully
Break it
matured.
You're gonna have this debate later.
So what am I rolling
You
on?
gotta break a 10.
On what?
Athletics or acrobatics, knock yourself out.
It's a 16 or 17.
Let it go.
I grab the kid.
Why are we grabbing kids?
Okay, I take my gold back.
Let him go.
They gave you the package.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he gave me the package. I
Yeah.
was just
Don't
asking
run away.
what-
We're
No, I
gonna
just
give you
asked
it
what's
back.
in the package.
Oh no, he
You
gave
wanted
us
to
the
buy it from
package.
me.
No, I just want to know what's in the package.
Can I keep the gold?
Yeah, but what's in the package?
Well, I mean, open
And you
it.
can keep the package.
Open
and-
it. Just open it.
Okay, open the
Just
package.
open it. I'm just.
It's a little piece of bread and some meat.
Oh, is this?
I am ashamed of this group.
Seriously.
Okay.
Pocket storms
I
off.
give him the package back.
No, I'll take the gold, please.
Well, you
You
have
can have both.
Yes,
Please don't
but
tell Thoric.
Where are
okay?
you taking
have
the? Is this just you're gonna eat the bread and the meat?
It's for me and my sister.
do you-
Okay.
Are you guys starving?
Not right now. Plus,
I give him 5 more gold for your family.
thank you.
Why did Thoriak get? Is he just giving you this
I'm
stuff?
not supposed to talk about that.
You do stuff for him.
No.
No.
No, he just doesn't want people to know he likes us.
Oh well. So there's a lot of families he does that for.
Yeah, all the kids. He doesn't
All the
want
kids?
the kids to go hungry.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good.
That's cool.
How can we
That's real
help
cool.
with that?
I don't know. You could find my mom.
Yeah. Who's
Is your mom missing?
Yeah, she went missing a while back.
Is her name Ran?
No.
Oh, what's her name?
Tirsa.
What does she look like?
She's got black hair. And she's an elf like me. He shows you his ears.
I show my ears.
That's lovely. Yours is a little bit rounder than mine.
Yeah, I'm only half elf. But she's
How
cool.
many? Do a lot of people go missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the grown-ups do.
A lot of grown-ups go missing. Are they all elves who go missing, or is it just everybody goes missing?
There's a lot of ladies around here.
Oh, it's trafficking.
And sometimes people, they disappear and they come back.
They come back. What do they say?
I don't know. They're grown-ups. Stupid.
Do you know of any grown-ups that have
Worst.
disappeared and come back that we can talk to?
No, not around here. Can I go?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're fine. I'm sorry.
We're
I'm
sorry
sorry.
for scaring you.
Yeah. You're good.
Thanks for the goat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back inside the bar real quick
Oh shit.
and talk to Thoriak
All right.
before we go anywhere.
Okay.
We've still got Fritz.
Yeah, and
You
I've
still got
got
Fritz.
him like by the
Yeah.
collar
This
and by
won't
his
this won't take
hands.
very long.
Why don't we
And-
hang out? We'll stay outside.
Yeah.
with
Yeah. This
Fritz.
won't take
But
very
like
long.
you guys can tell I'm used
I've got-
to.
A spell.
Uh,
Fritz
arresting
smirks a little
people.
bit.
That spell.
Uh,
I don't like that, so I said whack. Like
Great.
Uh,
Over damage. Give me a D4. Or is that just straight 4, isn't it?
It's just sort of.
if I hit him, do you want me to roll to hit?
Do you want to hit him? How hard do you want to hit him? He's a piece of shit.
Not hard enough to knock him out, but hard enough to say
Sure.
something.
Wipe that smirk off his face.
No, I missed.
Missed me.
I
Yeah,
slap
on
him.
purpose.
Oh, sorry. So you go back to
Nope,
the
I
bar?
don't slap him. I missed too.
Yeah.
Great.
Hey, Thoriak, just before we go.
Did you guys have
Yeah.
some of that
Realize I
ale
didn't do
in
much
there
talking
or
here.
something?
So
No.
I'm just so
We-
mad, blinded by
we
it.
have been
Makes sense.
on the trail investigating a string of disappearances here in southern Gladmore and the name of the country that's just to the south of here. I know. I know.
Yes, I know. It's right to the south.
Yeah, in fact, like my friends and I, we were all like kidnapped and taken from places. And we've heard about there have been a lot of kidnappings going on,
Yeah,
of people
especially
disappearing from Bevesk. And I just heard from somebody that sometimes they come back.
I haven't heard anything about that, man.
We came back.
Who told you
I'm
this?
not there, but
A very trusted source out on the streets.
Oh, well, that's news to me. Usually they go when they signal.
They go and they say gone. Because I've heard from a few places that some of these people have shown back up, and I'm trying to find somebody.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye to the eyes peeled and keep my ear to the ground.
Because we are.
You with the sneaky little guy right there.
Yeah, we are very concerned about people being.
Yeah, why don't you come
Take
back
it.
tomorrow? Tomorrow night, why don't you rent a car from a respectable establishment, right?
All right, fantastic.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, right? Tomorrow
Yeah.
evening.
Tomorrow, are you talking in code?
No, I mean, come back tomorrow. I'm just speaking slowly.
All right.
It's as I am prone to doing so, as I am not wanting to be misunderstood. I want you to come back tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, keep him in the nods for me once we're here.
We keep trying. He's very wily. he's slippery.
Okay. Okay.
all right. So you come back out. So what'd he say?
He said come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow.
Did he
But what do you
anything
say
else?
about the? What else?
He just said come
What
back
did you
tomorrow.
ask him?
Okay.
He
Did he
said,
say
come,
anything
So
about
tonight
Fritz?
farm. Tomorrow, come back here.
we got reason to come back.
Pocket's like off a couple blocks.
Oh.
Very grumpy. Just waiting for us to get going.
Okay. Well, yeah. He said come back tomorrow and we'll rent a cot or something.
Okay.
What did you ask him?
Asked him about the missing people.
Well, what did he say about
He
that?
said come back tomorrow.
That's all.
That's all.
He's clearly trustworthy. He's feeding children.
Yeah, that's why he seems like he's kind of knows what's going on and stuff.
I mean, he hates Fritz, so I mean.
Yeah, Fritz.
Yeah,
Fritz,
how-
you know about missing people. People gone. You said like people go missing here. and there.
It's a big town, right?
People has there
They
been
come
ever been
back?
people? They go missing and then they just show back up.
Besides us.
Might be besides you guys, right? You're like a bad penny, aren't you?
Maybe the kid was talking about us.
So obviously, some of the people that went missing were people who ended up stuck in the sewers and never found their way out.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many people was that about? You think?
Yeah,
think
how
maybe
many
just one,
people was
maybe.
that?
You're
No.
responsible.
Okay, well,
for some
it
of
was
the
definitely
missing
more than
people.
one because we saw more than just one person's worth of remains down there.
There's a
It was-
tiefling down
It was
there.
it was a really big tiefling. There was only one. And
I'm gonna shake him a little bit. and
sorry,
see.
it was maybe 2 or 7.
All right, cool. Yeah, well, neat.
That's
That-
more like what
So
I
you're
Yeah.
a serial killer.
You're a serial killer.
People go missing all the time.
And you're
You're
responsible
helping.
for some of them.
Have any of the people who've gone missing shown back up in town?
Not that I'm aware of. It's not really my game.
You
Yeah,
rely
no.
on the missing people rumors to hide the people you're killing. You're despicable.
I'm not this.
I spit on him.
Are we
I say
walking
we
towards
just-
where
Yeah,
we're
I guess
going
we're
as
just
we're having
walking
this
in,
conversation?
right.
He's not gonna
Right,
tell
you
us
guys are
anything.
almost to the barracks now.
Okay.
Pocket has followed when you passed, but for the first time since you've known him, he's just cranky.
Just grouchy.
Just very grouchy.
All right.
I don't know.
So you go on into the barracks. You see a large desk. And we need to go to the barracks. I should have been doing this as you guys were walking.
Are you having an
If we had
identity
one.
crisis?
Well, I think he's mad at us for scaring the poor child. I'd be pretty mad at us.
So you go in the barracks. It's a massive gray stone structure. You see a large desk covered in papers as you enter, and a kind of a shorter, graying tabaxi sitting behind the desk, and he's clearly a decorated military officer. You've seen this guy around. You didn't really have a chance to speak to him in days past, as you were just passing through. He looks up. Yes.
We are here to turn in a murderer.
Murderer.
A murderer.
That's Fritz.
Yeah, he's been luring people into the sewers and feeding them to basilisks.
That's quite an accusation. I'm assuming you have some sort of proof of this.
You have basilisk.
I have parts of a basilisk tooth.
We also turned the basilisk eyes into Bjorholm, and I'm sure he can verify that.
Fritz, is what they're saying true? Of course, it's not true.
I'm gonna shake him a little bit
Stop
again.
it! Can you see they're accosting me in a military outpost? This is ridiculous. I would never do such a
He
thing.
admitted to killing 17 people.
Fritz, did you kill 17 people?
He's gonna say he didn't kill them, but he lured them into the sewers and trapped them in cages while basilisks turned them to stone.
We will have to look into this matter, but
You can, but you'll get covered in a lot of poop.
And
well,
there's,
I'm not going to personally.
there's a
look into this
warehouse.
matter.
There's a warehouse where the sewers lead out.
Yeah. So we should go to the warehouse together because there's things in there.
Okay.
What kind of warehouse is this?
It's right off the market.
I
it's near
may
the
be able
market,
to
I
help you
remember.
with this as a cleric. I have something called Zone of Truth.
I'm familiar.
Yes.
He would not be able to lie.
Yes, he has to make a charisma saving throw
Correct.
of 13.
Cool. He rolls a 7.
Oh,
Rolls a 3.
Well,
just do it?
I had to do it before you rolled. So.
Raj. Okay, cool. Great. So he is unable to lie.
For
either.
10 minutes.
Ooh, this could be fun.
So
How many
Fritz,
people? Oh,
is what they're saying accurate? Not exactly.
What is accurate?
It's a lovely day outside.
How many people did you lure into that sewer?
Oh, who can count, really? If I had to put a number on it, please do put a number on it, Fritz. 27-ish
27.
this week.
oh my.
Is Tabaxi inside the zone as well? Yeah, because they were holding
Yeah.
him. He's got to make the save too.
Okay.
I might ask him some questions. That's why.
Nope.
All right.
So, Fritz, you know you're going to hang for this, right? We just need to have the Viscount take a look at the evidence that we will gather. Can you show some of our officers the evidence that you claimed you have?
We have the basilisk teeth. There's also
Is it
statues
confession?
that are
You
petrified down in the
said this was in the
sewers.
sewers, right?
Yes.
And you said there's an entrance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
warehouse.
there's
We
dead
can check to
basilisk
the entrance.
corpses there, so you'll be able to find those.
Sure.
It leads.
This occurred. When did you?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
How many weeks have you been doing this, Fritz?
Who?
How
Time
many?
is a relative thing.
How many weeks?
Weeks is more like months or years. I don't know.
How many years?
Like 7.
27 people a week?
No, I mean that was a good week. I mean a bad week. It was a bad week.
Well, it leads up into a storage area where he's been storing the goods he's been stealing off of these people that he's been luring to be murdered by basilisks. How many basilisks were there, Fritz? Did we kill the only ones, or were there more than 2?
I mean, I only knew of the mated pair, but
So they're
They
not
have
at
a
risk
nest?
to go down in there.
I didn't really follow them into those holes. You think I'm crazy?
Or
Yeah,
really his
we do.
basilisks.
I'm a
They
little
just
crazy.
Are you working for anyone?
I mean, I used to work for the city.
Do you work for anyone now?
No, I am self-employed.
So while we have you here, so any of the people that have gone missing, do you know of any of the ones that have come back from going missing?
No, I usually bust them up with a little.
No, not the ones you make go missing, the other ones.
No. I really don't know. I wish I could help
Wait,
you. I
you
would love to.
usually
I would
bust
not
them
love
up?
to help you. With,
And where is
Yeah, he
Anders
busts-
Hackberry?
you're going to get us all killed. Anders is probably in the lower burrows somewhere.
Why do you say we're gonna get us killed? What are you worried about?
Is this your first day here?
It's their
No.
third.
Oh,
Probably. I mean, are you telling the truth? Do you
I-
know?
I am telling the truth.
Yeah, he has to tell the truth.
He's a well-connected man with the syndicates. And they are powerful, and they have ears everywhere.
Okay.
The syndicate.
Would you be able to identify the people from the missing persons list that you lured down?
Ran Edengrave for one.
I don't.
She was
Get
elven,
names,
auburn
I,
hair, dark eyes, teenage.
They're largely adventurers and the occasional city guard. I mean, the occasional.
What's happening to all these missing women? What is
Tersa?
happening? Is there human trafficking, elven trafficking?
I'm sure there's human trafficking. I mean, we have the incompetent city guard.
Do you know about anybody doing human or elven trafficking?
No, that's not really my game. I like to hang out in the Turnery Market and lure people into the sewers to be murdered by monsters.
Yes.
There we go.
Do you know why
I-
do you know why the guards up by Castle Ward said you're kill on sight?
Probably because I've had other games, you know,
Yeah, like what?
pickpocketing
What
and
are yeah.
breaking
They don't
and
kill
entering and
pickpockets.
Not still.
you know, dealing in substances,
I don't know if that's still enough to kill on sight.
impoverished communities.
You're still getting there, but not yet.
I don't know. I'm an entrepreneur, like I said.
Entrepreneur.
I see what you did there. It rhymes with sewer. So, Sergeant Cloud introduces himself. I am Sergeant Cloud. I am in charge around here. I will take him off your hands.
Thanks.
We heard there was a reward.
There may be a reward. We will look into this matter.
Okay.
Can't tell us right now if there is a reward or not.
It's not up to me. I don't write the
Ah.
checks.
So, okay, fantastic to hear. Well, you're here though, standing in that exact spot you're standing in, and you haven't moved from. So we were all we're trying to track down some people that maybe kidnapped and are kidnapping people and doing nefarious deeds with them, and that's sort of like I guess our thing. And
Noble hobby.
yeah, we feel the greater good, right?
Personally,
And-
y'all have personal experience being
yeah,
kidnapped.
they stole me from a nice wine town, which is not the nicest place to get stolen from.
They stole me from
Sorry.
Bevesk.
Yeah, I was in Torrance.
Torrance is lovely.
Torrance is a very nice town. It's very nice. But anyway, we hear that some of the people that have gone missing here from Bevesk turn back up again. Every now and again, one of the women who is taken will show back up.
We don't know if it's specifically women though.
So somebody they go missing for a while and they show back up in town.
What if the kid meant us? What if people are talking about our return?
Because we went missing and then we came
We
back.
might be the only people that have returned.
This is this. I don't know. I'm
But
sorry.
I mean that happened yesterday, so I don't know.
Rumors
word,
spread fast.
rumors
Yeah,
spread to
especially
some
in the lower
kid down in the lower.
I mean,
boroughs.
the maiden at the bar remembered us and
Yeah.
was really
I am
surprised that we
sorry.
were back.
This is news to me, but I shall keep an eye out.
Is news to you? Okay, that's a shame.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what he rolled. He could be lying.
It was a.
Yeah, that's definitely he did not. He didn't. He is telling the truth. He is
All
super.
right.
Unless his
unsuspect.
modifier is like 15.
All right.
Now that we have a little privacy, there was a call on the poster board about Hack. Is that?
Yes, Hack.
Do you have information?
If you can bring Hack to justice, dead, I will give you. I have been allotted 200 gold pieces. If you can bring him alive, I will give you another 100 out of my own pocket.
Here's the issue. Every time we try and ask people where to find him, they get real.
There is good reason he's powerful in Bevesk. And Hack is third in command.
Oh.
Do you have any information that we can use?
I don't know what the syndicate is.
Sounds bad.
He would.
We need
Well,
a name like that strikes fear
read
into
many
people's
books
hearts.
in many libraries. Let me think if I know what the syndicate is.
Sure. I'll make a history check.
Okay.
This is like an old thing that I would have
Can
read
I
about.
of Airdrie
make a
upon you?
history
Thank
check
you.
with a little more
Yeah.
hands-on knowledge?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't.
Okay.
14 for me.
14, and what do we got?
Why? Okay, I gotta stop using that dice.
I got a 6.
10.
10. Okay. With your criminal background, or at least knowledge of criminal underworld, you know of the syndicate. They are, especially through the southern edge of the continent, a powerful crime syndicate that would probably run in competition and direct opposition to other syndicates
Great.
of, or other collectives
Organizations.
of shady dealings.
Great.
We
Fantastic.
need a name like that. Like the syndicate. That's cool.
The shady dealings.
No,
The
we're
shady
trying to come up with
dealings?
The group name.
I thought we were the
and-
friends.
No,
we
I
are the
don't
friends.
like
That's what we
friends.
said. We got.
The friends
you
is
vote
not
for
a good
friends?
name.
No, Rachel
Do you,
really don't.
June friends?
No. That's
We're
not
just
a good
one vote
name.
away from a majority vote.
That doesn't strike fear into our enemies' hearts.
Why do we need to be striking fear?
Because we're fighting cultists, we're
and
fighting.
children?
I
We're
didn't fight
fighting
children, I gave 6
children?
gold to that child.
We paid that child a lot.
Take him downstairs, please.
And a human in Crown's Blade armor escorts Fritz to the
Good riddance.
to the brig,
Great.
and
I kind of hand him over roughly, like just very.
and he is taken roughly as well.
And before we go, do you know of any Dragonborn that are in town other than myself?
Dragonborn. I'm sorry, I do not. I am a bit of an anomaly around here, as you have probably gathered.
Yeah. I'm just, seeing what news from the homeland.
Sure.
Wherever that may be.
Yes, where is your homeland?
It is where the Dragonborn all live.
That's what I was trying to imply. Where would that?
It is in a city,
Yes, the city.
and there are Dragonborn there. There are many of us. It's quite
That
nice.
sounds lovely. I would love to
Big spires.
Were I to visit such a place, I
and-
would head to.
I don't actually really know where it is.
Okay, that's we all get turned around every now and again. If you find more anything off of the board, please come back, talk to me. I have
We're gonna go maybe see about a pest problem.
a pest problem. Yes, that's that would be a private matter. I would imagine that one. I don't have anything set aside for, but
It is.
If you-
We already talked to them. Where the Eden Grave. We gotta find someone Eden Grave to talk about the missing Ran Eden Grave.
people, it's like we're not doing a really good job around here.
You got people like Fritz, like murdering people.
Well, to be fair, he seems to be mostly harmless until you find out that he lures people into the sewers and kills them with monster.
Yeah,
For
he's not much of a
years.
fighter,
For
around, isn't he?
years, Fritz, my
Years.
have you known?
Zero.
Oh, he's in the brig. I'm just talking to
Good
myself
riddance.
right now. I'm monologuing.
We'll be back for the reward for him.
Yes, absolutely. Please come back tomorrow, and we'll have investigated this matter.
Okay.
I vote we head straight to the warehouse
Before
and see if there's
the
anything
guards.
before the cops
But
get
that's
there.
part of the evidence.
We can leave some things.
We just have to leave the
like
stony
clothing
remains.
and the stony remains. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But we also told them that he had.
We've
been
left the building by the time
taking
we're
a
having
lot
this
of-
Sure.
conversation.
So you're on your way somewhere.
We told them that he was taking people's personal effects and that they're there.
And
Yeah, and
I
s-
think we would put them to more use. We don't have to take everything.
Yeah,
mean,
we can
I'm fine with
definitely
taking
use some
everything.
evidence.
Honestly,
Obviously, sold the more expensive things or the more rare things that we'll
I
find.
think it's worth
hopefully.
looking at, and then we can debate the minutiae of what should stay and what shouldn't.
Risky to possibly take evidence away that could lock up a serial murderer.
I feel there's an overwhelming
The
amount
basilisks
of
are
evidence.
enough as evidence.
Yeah,
as it
and the
is.
confession in front of the sergeants.
Under a
and-
zone of truth.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
We can do more good with it.
Like, I'm not saying we take it. Like, if it's just a bunch of clothes and a couple swords, we can leave it there. But like, if there's something, we're doing things.
You don't think he would
You
have
mentioned
sold
potions?
anything
I think it's worth
Well,
looking.
he probably wouldn't sell
Why didn't
everything
we-
at once. He'd probably dole it out in small amounts, and he did take 27 people this week.
Yeah.
Why didn't we ask him what valuables were there while
don't-
he was under that
So
spell?
when we found him,
Then the
he
guys
was
would know.
when we found him, he was trying to like break apart. Because like think of it this way: like if you were someone was like turned to stone and like your bag was turned to stone, you have to break the rocks open to get to the bag, the stuff inside the bag. That's why he was
Why doesn't
breaking the
stuff inside
chalky.
the
rock?
bag turn into stone.
What?
Magic.
It's magic. It's lizard eyes that turns everything into stone.
Except
Right.
for
We didn't
the
find.
valuable items.
We
That's
didn't.
what I've been trying to figure out. Like, how come their clothes are stone, but like
And
he needs
not-
to get like rings off of them?
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't turn. Maybe like the buttons,
How
like the
does
metal
that work?
buttons on their clothes weren't turned to stone too.
Let's go to the warehouse.
Let's go to the warehouse.
Let's go to the warehouse.
As we're approaching the warehouse, when we're roughly 10 minutes away, I'm going to begin to do a slow-moving ritual
Sure.
to detect the magics.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do not have my detect magic because I switched to Zone of Truth, so I'm
That was
relying on
fancy.
you.
That was handy. Though.
I was like,
was
if we
handy.
get to Fritz,
Telling truth is a good spell.
Smart.
Now
That's
that
what
was
I was,
his
like,
best
switching-
recollection.
that's what I was
by the way. That
spending
is
all
his
the-
best endeavor to tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I will not be investigating this time because I.
You make your way to the warehouse. You get some pings along the way.
Some people.
Yeah,
like, their
people walking
clothes
by.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
that you see the knife juggler from yesterday, and he's got a glow to his belt that you
Doesn't help that one
wouldn't
again.
have noticed otherwise.
As we're going along, I'm like whispering. I'm like, that dude's got a magic belt.
Cool.
The bard from earlier has a strong ping, and
She's cool.
Very magical.
Oh.
yeah, there's various. You can tell there's clearly magical items in the shops nearby. Lots of them. Even the candle shop you walk by.
Neat.
Okay, we've been just in the tavern this whole time as far as the music is concerned.
Works for me.
Great. So you make your way there. No magic pings from the warehouse. It's like
We got everything.
It's like you got everything because yeah. You can look around, knowing full well that there are probably Crown's Blade on their way here to investigate your claims that probably left before you did.
Yeah.
But you seem to have managed to.
There's no magic stuff.
There's no magic. But if you wanted to do a investigation check and see what you can dig
I'll
out,
investigate.
I'll
We
investigate.
didn't tell him exactly where the warehouse was.
Dirty 20.
dirty
I'm
20.
supposed to
I had
show
a
them.
16.
Okay, you're able to scrape together some coins that are kind of in the bottom of these the crates. There's some weaponry. There's cutlery. It seems like he is largely suckering adventurers like yourselves and people, well-intentioned people. You're able to find a short sword, a fine short sword, a very nice short sword, and about 20 gold worth of various coins.
Did he mention potions?
Yeah, we found those already.
We
Yeah,
did?
we did
Oh,
find our
okay.
first time out.
Gotcha. Okay. It's all blurring together.
Well, that was a potion of blur, so.
Makes sense.
I think that's good.
Great. So do you want to?
You hear footsteps.
I'm gonna keep the sword. I'm getting out of there.
Cool.
I'm gonna stay there,
I'm gonna-
and when they walk in the door, I'm gonna point them towards the trap door because we moved stuff on top of the trap door.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah, we're here to help.
Yeah, we're here.
Is this the aforementioned warehouse that we were
Yeah,
supposed to?
yeah. So
investigate?
like, if you look in all these crates here, you're gonna see there's like stony body parts and stuff with various
Sure,
knickknacks
sure. This
and
is-
goods and stuff in them.
The trapdoor's under this
And then
crate.
and then if somebody stronger than me could push this
I
crate
got
out
it,
of the
yeah.
way.
I'll shut the
He gets
crate
on the
over.
other side. Well, thank you.
There's a trap door. If you go down there,
He lifts it up. Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's the sewer. It's
Oh,
So like I don't know, put on like
Clarence,
something-
that's you. That's you, Clarence.
some of the boots. There should be some basilisks down there.
Well,
Uh,
he said they were made in Paris, so we don't know if they actually have a nest or any
Well,
other,
that's
but we
definitely
did kill
Clarence.
2
can help.
basilisks.
You want to go back down in the sewer? Yeah, please be my. No, I can't let you do that.
Well, you guys need to look, but I don't want to like send you into danger if there's more
We can handle
basilisks.
ourselves.
Okay.
We're crowds.
Don't look in their eyes.
All right, we won't.
And don't look at the reflection either. I thought that was the way to go, but
just
Maybe
do
we
it.
should go get some guys to help us go down there.
Yeah, that seems the best. I don't want you
Clarence,
guys
run
doing
back
that.
and.
close your eyes and swing blindly. But don't
Find
hit your
some
friends.
mirror masks so you can turn them into stone.
If you show them like a mirror, it'll like freeze them.
Clarence, bring mirrors.
Maybe we can lend you our mirror mask, and then when we come back tomorrow for a reward.
No,
you
I
have
don't
a
have. We
mirror
don't have a mirror.
mask?
We don't have a mirror mask.
Oh.
You have a mirror mask.
No.
It was just a mirror,
All right.
and it broke when we were down, killing that
Okay.
owl bear.
It broke. Oh.
Just
So you
the
do
just
have
the
one.
mirror. No, we had
Which-
we had a mirror. We never had a mirror mask.
Oh.
We don't have a mirror mask.
Okay.
Right.
I was mistaken.
Right. Sure.
We did get that weird mask off those cultists and everything.
Where's that? The mirror
No,
mask?
that's just a mask, and it's not. It's a dumb mask.
Can
Anyways,
see it?
I'm
We
a
sold it.
former guard. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
giving you guys some backup if you wanted it.
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, we'll. If we need some assistance, I'll.
These dudes have like a bath at their barracks. We don't.
We're gonna be at the farm tonight doing pest control.
Oh, that sounds very important.
We'll be at the back at the barracks tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, clearly there's some substance here that.
If you hear anything moving down there, though, that's not your friend. Like, close your eyes.
I gotta tell you,
Just
I'm
make
getting
sure.
right the fuck out of there. Everything.
Yeah, that's smart.
Don't look at it.
All right.
Let's,
There's a lever right when you get down there, down the ladder
On
that
which side?
locks that side,
Right. on the
and
right.
it'll make the grates drop down, and you'll get trapped. So just
Oh man, I'm gonna
keep,
go trap Clarence down there.
have fun.
Blessings of
good.
Airdrie upon you.
Thank you. How long does that last?
A minute.
Oh,
Maybe you should be
he's halfway to the
blessing
barracks right now. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right.
And you didn't take anything now, did you?
I did not. Take
we took the basilisk's eyes out,
Oh,
We
that's
did.
fine. That's gross.
and we smashed up their teeth real good.
Oh, that'll teach them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good day to you, and
Yeah, thank you guys for coming so quickly.
Good luck.
And taking this seriously.
well, I mean, it's a serious
Yeah.
accusation of murder. Great. All right.
Well, it's
All
not
right.
just an accusation. He confessed.
Oh, you didn't confess to me. I'm just,
Yeah, he confessed.
just following orders.
That's to the,
All right,
the
let's
sergeant.
let the nice guards do their job.
Maybe
Yes.
lasso
Alright.
of
Let's-
truth.
He
Now.
starts just kind of peeking through stuff. He's clearly out of his depth.
All right. We
I did bless him with Airdrie, so his investigation judge.
Yeah, he's
It's
doing a
so
great
cool.
job.
let's see. The potion shop's not right around this corner where we are.
It's in the castle ward.
Yeah, and we need to. What time is it?
You're probably looking about 4 in the afternoon.
Anything else we want to do today before we go back to the farm?
Should we rest before the farm or after the farm?
I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I have spent a spell on Zone of Truth. Spell
I
slot.
didn't do
But-
anything.
Yeah,
I
but
got
8 hours
punched
to
a
get
man.
that spell slot back wouldn't really make sense.
You did a great job too.
I dealt him 0 damage.
It is a second level spell slot, though. Should
I don't think
go,
we have 8 hours before the pests come
Should
back.
we go cash in our potion goods?
Yeah.
Great.
Then
So
Farmville.
you make your way back up to the castle ward.
Yes.
You walk in the shop. They look like they're starting to button it down for the evening.
I pull out the owl bear beak.
Elder's like, is that something for father?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said
Father,
he would.
these people are back and they've got gross things for you again.
They have
He,
the
he-
feather.
he leans through the door. Hello, what do we have here? You got? Is that a pen feather from an owlbear?
And a
It is.
beak.
And a big, fantastic. Did you get any more? They're covered in the things.
No, he only had one.
You only have one on him.
He
Mine must
was-
be molting.
Yes.
He was very badly lightning
Slain.
struck.
Yeah, I got shocked.
Shucks. Well, that's you are. Anyway,
I got you the prettiest one.
you did. Well, that would be 10 gold for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's kind of paltry, but that's all right.
How much for this guy?
I think I promised you 75 gold for that earlier, did I not? I don't
I
know.
heard
100.
It's
175.
100. I would never promise 175 gold for such a item, but they are uncommon. 100 sounds fair. What do you
Okay.
guys think? 100?
All right.
Oh, he got 175 for
The heart.
the core of the elemental and stuff, and we're like, yeah, that's not that much for this. Those things are scary.
Okay.
All right.
So everyone 22 gold.
110 total for the owl bear droppings. Not
I
droppings.
do not ask for
but-
droppings. Those are much easier to come by. It's just a matter of patience and lack of self-esteem. Spent a day or two behind an owlbear myself.
Oh,
I mean, not in any untoward manner, but the droppings are useful.
do you more like bones and stuff, or your head, your
Back
hood
to
and
the
your
bones.
headdress?
I
and-
mean, it depends on what kind of bones. Do you have any troll bones?
Do I have any troll bones? Let's find out.
No, that appears to be just human. The troll bone would be much larger.
Cool, I just dropped it. Try again. I reach over for a big bone in there.
Sure.
The biggest bone I can find.
You're able to pull the second largest bone that bag has ever held out. It appears to be just humanoid.
Cool, you can have
You
it.
don't have any other strange bones on your party at all.
They're random assortment of bones, whatever Krampus ate.
Okay, yeah. No other bones in the party then, I'm afraid.
No,
You didn't
shattered
get anything from the
basilisk teeth.
Krampus,
Just
did you?
shattered basilisk teeth.
We got the bag of holding for
And
it.
not in perhaps pockets inventory.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Check out this bone. Is this anything?
This is mighty. This appears to be a troll bone.
Oh, you got the good one on the femur.
Yeah.
That is. I'd give you 25 gold for that. That is nice. Those are uncommon.
So 135 total is what we have going for our.
Well, thank you very much. You made his day. He's stoked about the troll bone.
Great.
Cool.
Don't forget the name. Pocket Trollbone
So
Finder.
that's 27
Troll
gold
bone
each.
finder. Are you from Stormholt as well?
My dad is. Yes.
That's fantastic.
He's part of the Caliphate Guard now.
That's a far cry.
Those are not. Those are.
Pocket, here's your 27
Wow.
gold.
That's like a. You gotta like go through the sea, and then you gotta take a boat across, and then you gotta cross just the worst mountains. And there's so many dwarves and goblins there. And then you get to the Caliphates, then they are.
High paying for mercenary guards.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's really boring going to the nobles' houses and stuff and like seeing what they're about and just sitting there and listening to old people talk.
Have you been?
To the Caliphates as well.
Yes. Yes, I did go to the Caliphates.
When? I could have been there.
It was. I don't know. I seriously have no idea what year it is still and how long I have actually been gone. But I want to say.
I have a potion for that. I don't know.
I want to say 15 years.
How old are you?
I was
Ash?
definitely
20.
there.
20.
Yeah, but I mean,
So
I was like,
you were
I
5?
was able to like get up and do stuff, and I don't know.
You said
20
something about
young
a potion
for a
that could help
dragon?
him.
I have this potion of Owl's Wisdom.
Not
Perhaps
that
I don't
young.
know.
We
How
were
much is
like
that?
300.
fully mature and ready to
Okay.
like go out into the world at 8,
And
Eight?
it
Okay.
might
6,
help him.
7 to
Well,
8.
that's what I was
Yeah.
using the pin feathers for, but there's one. It's
Not really gonna make more potion. Okay.
If we kill any more owl bears, we'll try to do a better job with the pin
and if you
feathers.
happen to cross the earth elemental, I could use
Yes,
the
that's on our
coins.
list.
Oh, you have acquiesced.
Yeah.
I thought my paltry 175
We'll
gold.
see
Actually, we
if
said that if
make
we were
it
in the area or we happened to find one, we would.
We
that's
have
what
nothing
I
to
was-
negotiate with right now. We have nothing in our hand. But
That's true.
when we do have something in our hand, then we'll talk.
All right.
I don't want to get premature
Can
here
I,
on you.
Can I have a potion for that as well.
Oh.
Is there anything else I can assist you with? Hildra can, of course, handle any financial needs back and forth between the two of you as far as
That's
potions
it.
and the like. Any more exotic bonery?
If I find a bone for you, I will bring it to you.
Please do.
But no human bones.
If I get any bones,
You know they're rather
big
common.
bones. If my bone is big, I'll bring it to you.
Please bring me your largest bone at your soonest convenience.
Yeah, I will absolutely. When I see a big bone, I'll think of you.
Yes, please do.
Is that why he got the books?
What,
you got-
what books are we referring to?
Show him the book.
Which one?
The one you got yesterday.
No, he doesn't want to know that.
Oh, from
It's not.
the turtle down in the...
Yes, let's go.
It was no, it was from Deirdre's death.
Pocket's gonna
Deirdre's
roll on
dead,
out.
did you?
Pocket's rolling.
Really?
No, guys, it's a good book. It's a good book.
Yes,
embarrassed by sex.
I'm out. Nice. Remember, Trollbone Finder.
Troll, yes, bone
Pocket-
finder
Pocket
indeed.
Trollbone Finder. Cool.
You gave yourself the nickname. I can't be. You can't be mad about it. You're just pocket bone finder.
We could call ourselves. We can call ourselves the Bone Finders or the Boners. Or,
Okay, well, I think it would be a little bit too on the nose. We're the bone finders. It's like you're the bone finders. Where are all the bones you found? And I just start pulling bones out because at that point I feel like we're just like vaudevillian, and we
bag
could
of boning.
we could. Why don't we wait until we do some awesome heroic thing? All right, and then we
Then
could.
we can't come up with a name.
And then we could be like the I don't some whatever we do, right? It's gonna be awesome, maybe, when we find a magic sword,
Yeah.
and then we'll be the magic sword finders.
It's about 8 p.m.
We should get
Just
going,
wasted
guys.
like hours of the day standing
We can
around
talk
here.
about our name at the farm while we wait for things.
Well, we'll probably want to be quiet.
It's probably closer to 6 or 7.
He can message us in our heads
That's
quietly.
We'll just be sitting there pointing at each other. What do you think?
All right, let's walk to the farm and talk about our plan. The farmer said when he sat out there all night, nothing happened.
Yeah, so I don't know if we want to like
Maybe it was the
send someone to
farmer.
sneak.
Maybe the farmer.
Is he trapping us like Fritz?
No, I don't
Getting
think
the
he would be.
insurance money?
I think what he's doing is he's sleepwalking and eating his own food.
Oh, that's it's so funny.
Because think of it this way, like the night that he was awake, nothing got taken. But every night he's asleep, something gets taken.
That explained the footprints.
And the footprints are all human footprints.
So we would be able to see him pretty easily if that's the case.
Yeah.
I still think just in case that's not what it is, maybe we have someone sneaky.
I have a hood. That
I'm sneaky.
Yeah, so you guys might be sneaky and
We all know how I sneak.
I've got a big hat.
I could just
Disguise
turn into
yourself
a
as a-
bird.
Ooh,
No, I
that's a good
can't. I
disguise.
can't do that yet. I wish
You
I
can
could
turn
do
into a
that.
bird, you just can't fly.
little crow hopping like.
You want to turn into a bear though, because you might scare whatever.
into a
Right.
But you can't
Right.
fly if you turn into
Squirrel.
a
I
I
could.
could-
If it's more
I
badgers,
could turn
you
into a
guys. I miss the
spider.
badgers.
Squirrel.
You can turn into things.
But I
that
can
really
only.
go flying
I'm only.
feet
I can only
much later.
eat for an
Well,
hour.
no, but
I
you
don't
just
know
get
what
its
window of
movement,
time
right?
this
Its
is gonna
movement is
happen.
flying.
Yeah, I think
It's a weird
I think
thing,
you sneak
man.
up.
It's in the
Could you
book.
talk to birds?
You can
Could you-
turn
is
into
that
stuff,
I
but
well, yeah,
your
I
fight
can.
is
I
done.
can
See if
talk
they
to
know
the, maybe
anything
the
that's going on.
owls around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
might
a
have
good
We
an
can
idea.
call ourselves something related to badgers.
I don't like
because
that.
that's the best thing that's
I
ever
don't like
happened.
that at all.
You don't want your surname to involve badgers?
No.
Well, we were in the sewer recently, and that's been a thing. Like we go in the sewer and gross places, so we'd be stinking badgers.
I like it.
He loves it.
Okay, we need a
you
plan.
can workshop
We need a
that.
plan.
Right.
We need a plan.
So you make your way to the farm.
Yep.
And you knock on the door. It's still probably the sun is just starting to go down. He greets you. It's Humbert. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's a bit early. I imagine most of the thievery will occur in about 4 to 6 hours.
We're gonna try and be ready for it.
All right. I thank you for your efforts. I will do my best to reward you as handsomely as I have the ability to.
You said 50 gold?
I did. It's
Yes.
really all I have. I would give you more if I had it. But my crops have been.
Well, I don't
light
want
lately.
to. I also don't want to put you out too much.
No. I understand the value of hard work.
Okay.
Let's just hang out and wait. Play card games or something.
Well, yeah, and you can maybe see what the birds know.
You know how there's like blue barracudas and like purple monkeys? Like we could be the like. I don't
Silver
know.
monkeys.
Silver monkeys, yeah. We have the
So who wants to take first shift?
I'll take first shift.
First shift. Okay.
I'm perceptive.
I mean, well, I think at this point, I don't like we can like easily go to sleep. It's light out still.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Right, I mean-
like we're just sitting there, like
Can Pocket start building
I?
like a nest of stealth?
Sure.
A duck
Foliage?
blind?
Like a duck blind.
Look at
Yeah.
duck- I love that. Yeah. Let's. Man,
I
that's.
think we have to have dark vision people split up. So I think the two of us have dark vision, so we should not be going on the same watch shift.
You have plenty of time.
I'll take the first watch since
let's
it's
say
light
you
out,
You can
and I can
successfully
just
do
see.
that. We'll
Great.
still
Well,
be
sure,
some-
then maybe we
some
take
stealth
second and
checks with
third shift.
advantage.
Great. Perfect.
All right, that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna take first shift because it's still light
I'll do
out.
the until it's dark shift.
Okay.
And then the dark vision people will take second and third shift. And you guys can either sleep or help one
I'm
of
gonna
us.
spend this period building a duck blind.
Can I make things grow?
Do you have Druidcraft?
Cantrip, I think.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, no. Darn it. I wanted to make the garden grow, till or whatever.
Understood. I would say that would be the cantrip,
The cantrip,
to
yeah.
use.
Okay, I don't have that.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at it though.
So you sit around and you kind of bond as a group as you have been all day, frittering about the city. You hide behind Pocket's impromptu duck blind, and it's pretty concealing. Do me a favor, make a performance check, Pocket.
16.
Great, yeah. It just kind of looks like a large bush, but it's got enough room for all of you to kind of hide behind if you so choose to.
Okay.
Great.
First watch goes by without anything. And it becomes about 11 o'clock at night. Who's second watch?
Me.
All right, let's make first and foremost a stealth check. I'm assuming you have your hood up.
I do have my hood up. What does that do? It
Probably
just
not.
cancels out the.
It's a straight roll now.
Okay. 7.
7. Okay. All right. Make a perception check.
22.
22. Okay. How long is your shift roughly?
Whatever breaks up for all of us to get an 8-hour rest in that period of time. So, whatever the math works out to for
so,
that.
Yeah, about maybe a little over 2 hours. So around midnight, you swear you notice something, and you turn your head a little bit, and your chainmail kind of ruffles a little bit, and whatever you're noticing subsides. You don't notice it anymore, and your shift finishes. Who's third shift?
I could do 2 shifts.
Okay.
Technically.
If you want to do y'all's call.
Yeah. I'll
So I
we'll
could be
take
on
the
the
company.
I could be on the next 2 shifts with you.
Okay.
guys.
Great.
Great. So
It's my dark
there's
vision.
one remaining shift before daybreak.
Okay.
So it's we're Juniper and Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and both of you make a stealth roll for me.
That's a
Just
22
Just
for
kind
me.
of sleeping quietly. 22 for Pocket.
But can Pocket even see?
17.
17. Great. You guys are silent, dead silent. You can hear heavy breathing from your sleeping compatriots, but other than that, both of you, Pocket with disadvantage, make a perception check for me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Nat 1.
That one.
Ooh, natural
nat
20.
25.
Great. Around 2:30 in the morning, you see 2 humanoid figures approaching the berry patch.
Guys, wake up. I'm gonna start like poking them.
Can I see them?
No, not
Not
one.
really. You can't make it out.
We go. I don't know if we should talk.
Can I see them because of the dark vision?
Because I poked you guys
Are you
awake.
Are you awake?
I poked them
Yeah, you
to
can
wake
see
them up.
You can see them. There's 2 humanoid figures hunched over the berry patch.
One's like making gestures in the dark, right? I like, can't even see any of this. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
You can
like-
kind of hear like
What do we do? We never came up
Did we
with.
watch? Did you watch them?
I can't see anything.
it is dark. It's
Yeah.
you guys can
We
make it out
can see
because
it.
you have elf eyes.
What are they doing? Are they just?
They're hunched over a bush. You can't really tell what's going on, but
Is it children who need food?
they're hunched over a bush.
Do they
You
look
can't really tell what's
small,
going on. Make a
human
perception
sized?
check.
13.
Humanoidish.
Small human, big human.
Can't really tell what it's like.
16.
16. They look small.
Oh, they're kids.
I don't want to scare them off. I step out of the bush. I don't know what to do.
You hear some slight giggling.
It's children. Starving children.
just I hear them giggling, kind of get a sense of where they are. kind
Yeah,
of.
you have a pretty good beat on where they are.
I'm gonna clap them with level 2 sleep.
Great.
See, it's them. None of us are in the sleep this time. I'm upcasting it just to hit the most amount of hit points possible. Although I feel like they're kids, they probably have like 10.
Are you?
I was saying like 8. So you can break a 16 with that many dice.
Yeah.
Done. The 2 small individuals just collapse.
Why'd you do that?
I go, why'd I do that? Well, they're fine now. And we were here to capture the culprits, and now
We can see, investigate. Can we see what they are?
Yeah, you walk over and in the light, you can tell it's actually a young human boy and a young half-elf girl, a little older.
Starving children.
Do we know that they're starving? Like, what's the state of their clothing?
They look impoverished.
Cool,
They
I
look
mend their
thin.
clothing.
They have some very pristine, simple rags, like homemade, but
Like their shoes, right? Like their shoes, I mend the shoes that they're
no
torn up.
shoes.
I try and mend some cloth into shoes around their feet. I don't know how that works.
Okay. I don't know either. Yeah, you can make a performance check. Yes, what is that?
We are in a pickle.
What if these are not the
Whatever it is,
only
it's a 4 on the die.
They've got cloth on their feet now.
creatures?
It's not really
Berries.
adhered well to their feet.
We're in a pickle because these children are starving. And I feel like we can't ask them to not eat food when they're starving. And the farmer,
I think we take them back to the brass cask.
okay, well, but wait. So the farmer can't keep having his food taken. So maybe we can negotiate something with the farmer that'll help the children out, where he can give them some seeds to grow some berries on their
a
own
long time
land.
to wait. For
Maybe he can hire them to help on the
good idea.
farm
That is a good idea.
in exchange for food.
Or even
Teach
if
him
we,
to plant more.
If
Yeah.
we take less of a reward,
Yeah,
then he could use some of that money to
yeah.
employ and feed them.
We need to talk to
I'm
the
not
farmer.
personally
We
a
need to
fan
talk
of
to
the
the
child
farmer.
labor negotiations. I
Children
think-
do labor all the time.
They
Yeah,
do.
what are you talking
Yeah.
But
about?
look, like the brass cask is giving children food for
No,
free.
that's true. We should
But
Like-
how
talk
far
to the
can
lad.
that go?
Yeah, obviously they don't have enough.
I think that bartender won't be taking off more than they can chew. I just trust him. But that's my.
I feel like there's so many impoverished children that he's just it's a piece of a very large problem. He can't
people
take
going
care
missing,
of them all.
people starving. What is with this?
I mean, if
town?
he was helping these kids out so much, they wouldn't be here in the farm eating berries.
Well, these kids might not even know that the brass cask is available to them.
Still think it wouldn't hurt to ask the Goliath for ideas at least. Maybe on how to.
How much
I think
farm?
that's
Is
the
it like
time.
all farmland around Bevesk?
To the southeast of Bevesk, it's large. You guys came
It's
up largely
forested.
through a forest to the east. To the west of the road is largely farmland. This is a small patch of farmland on the east of the road leading up to Bevesk, just on the north side of the forest.
Do you
Hey,
think they
we
have
are-
missing parents too?
They might.
I think there's a larger problem. He said that his garden and his farm was ransacked. Like, could two little children do that?
Probably more than just 2 children.
Yeah, there's more to this issue. Should we maybe hide behind the bush again with them?
No, I meant
and
that there's
watch
probably just
later at night. Or...
More children. It's probably not just them.
Yeah,
But he would
maybe
say,
some
like-
come some nights, maybe more come other nights. We could wake them
mean-
up and ask them.
I think so.
I think we should.
This was the benefit of putting them to sleep first.
Well, are we gonna do like?
I have another zone of truth spell if we need.
Let's just ask them. They're probably not gonna lie that much. We're big scary people.
Yeah. I said if we need.
Yeah.
If we don't need it, then we don't need
Let's
it.
let's like take them out of the field away.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. And give them a little shake.
Yeah.
I mean-
You shaking away?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
No, go
how
ahead.
long do they stay asleep for?
Maybe
Until
you
they're
should shake
woken
them
up.
awake because you're kind of a scary dragon.
Yeah, sleep.
trying to
why are we
terrify
why are we
children
trying to
again.
scare
I
them?
really wanted that.
We
I
still
really-
we still have like some more hours of the night. I feel like we can't wake the farmer up right now. It's
No.
the
Yeah,
middle of the
so I
night.
agree.
Why don't we
Go
just
back
watch
the-
some
Your
more?
bush.
My awesome bush.
I mean, we're
Everybody's
here.
getting in
So
my
you just
bush.
leave the children draped over the bush?
No.
No, we'll
No,
make
we're
them
they're
comfortable,
yeah
like-
we're
Sure, okay.
they're going with us, so no one can
Gotcha,
see them
gotcha.
too.
You
We'll
take
put
it back
them-
to the
no,
dock.
pockets
Oh, they
straight
were
up
only going to
using
be
it.
asleep for a minimum of 1 minute
Yeah.
or until
Oh.
someone wakes them up.
Gotcha. Okay,
So-
never mind then. That's.
I thought
is
sleep
that fine?
lasted much longer, but it's it's just 1 minute.
All right. So it sounds like we need to talk to them.
They'll be rousing soon regardless.
Yep. So can we talk to them in
Can
the
we not
bushes?
put the dragon right in front of them?
I know,
let's put
I
our
wish you
friendliest.
would.
Let's put
Not
our
a dragon.
friendliest
I'm just a
looking-
guy.
Is Juniper our friendliest looking?
You know,
Remember?
honestly, I think just from appearances, probably Callisto would be. But from personalities
Okay.
standpoint,
Yeah.
Juniper,
Trust-
Juniper
I
is
don't
by
know.
far the most approachable
Yeah,
personality-wise.
I don't know if impoverished kids would trust a former guard.
Yeah, absolutely. So I
I'm
would say
not
that
great
Juniper
with
is
kids.
probably your Juniper or Pocket or you know.
Pocket's friendly.
But look at. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about disguise. Anyway,
It's probably pretty worn up.
You know,
by now.
it's smudges. He just looks dirty. He looks like a dirty young man. Okay.
Okay.
Good, they'll trust him.
They're
They're
waking
They,
up.
they start, and they kind of get their bearings, and they look up.
hi.
Oh, we're sorry.
It's okay. There's nothing. You didn't do anything wrong. You're not in trouble.
I'm pretty sure we did something wrong.
But
We-
you're not in trouble.
We
for
just
it.
want to talk to you and maybe help you out a bit.
The older half elf girl kind of comes to.
We fixed
my
your
God.
clothes.
Thank you. That's
Made you shoes.
thank you. They're lovely shoes.
Don't worry, he's harmless.
I didn't have
most of the
anything
time.
to make shoes out of, and I don't know how to make shoes.
I'm gonna be kind of behind.
They kind
the
of fold up their
kids
shoes. Thank you.
in case they try to run, but definitely like not saying anything.
This farm has been. We were talking to the farmer, and the reason we were here is because he's been having food missing. But is it just you guys taking food? Is that just what's going on, or is there other things taking food?
Oh, we didn't need any all.
No, you're hungry. I get it. I would do the same thing.
The berries are really good.
Right. We just are your parents missing too, like the other children's parents?
The little boy gets really quiet, and the half elf girl puts her arm around him. Yeah, our mother's gone.
Oh no. Can you describe her? Because we're looking for missing people.
Yeah, she's a human. I like him. She's got red hair. She's
Oh, is her name Ran? No?
No.
She was a teenager, I guess.
Who's Red?
And she was an elf, too, I guess. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, so what's her name?
Her name was Ayla.
How long has she been missing?
Weeks.
Weeks.
We weren't really. We didn't have a lot to begin with, but I'm doing
Right.
my best for my little brother.
Well, we want to figure out a long-term solution for you so you don't go hungry.
Who are you?
My name is Vanya.
Hi,
I am a cleric of Airdrie.
Airdrie.
Yes.
Okay. I think my father told me about Airdrie.
Yes, she's great.
your father? He's dead. He was a soldier.
Do you know about what was his name in the
I
Goliath?
don't know who you're talking about.
The
Have,
Goliath.
have you ever been to the
And
brass cast?
Brass Cast?
Yeah, we go to the brass cast sometimes. I mean, we don't ever go to the brass cast.
No, it's okay. We're friends.
We know.
Do you get help from the Goliath in there?
Thoriak is a very nice man.
Oh, good. But is he capable of helping you to the point where you don't need to take berries anymore?
He
or-
only has so much.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He protects us.
Do either of you work?
I could get a job, I guess. She's about 10.
Yeah.
Her little brother's like maybe 6 or 7.
Gotcha.
We could work, right? Right, Jacob?
Okay.
And Jacob seems amiable now. Okay.
We don't want to make you work. I was just asking if you do work. Do you know how to grow berries yourself?
Could learn
Yeah.
how to grow berries. Jacob, we could have berries every night.
You
'Cause-
need the land to grow berries. They don't have any
Well,
land
we
to grow
grow them.
berries.
How do we do it?
That's a good question.
And where would they grow berries? It's not like the land around here isn't probably like owned by the
Yeah.
Viscount or that Baron guy who hates everyone.
Where do you live?
We live over in our house over there. And she kind of points towards the lower barrows.
Is there any soil around your house?
There's lots of dirt.
Just pots.
Who's your
Live in a
friend
My friend?
that you live with?
That I live with. No, I live with my little
Oh,
brother.
with
He's my
Jacob.
little brother. Yes,
Okay.
we've got different dads. His dad's a human. My dad's an elf.
Do you come here with other children sometimes?
I mean, people know about the farm, the berry patch. We're not the only ones, but
Is there any area? Because I roam
yeah,
the
yeah,
lower
you can
boroughs.
Okay.
Is there any area that looks like it could maybe be like a community farm where people kind of pitch in and grow some things themselves that maybe the farmer could
you
help
know
set
a
up?
farmer that seems to be very nice.
That might
That's
give
all you
them a
know of,
patch.
really. There's not
maybe
really-
the farmer will give them a patch.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it might be a good compromise.
Yeah, I think so.
You could teach them how to grow and mend it, and then
And I liked the taking a less reward and letting him use that
Yeah.
funding to help out.
so maybe that's what we can. We don't want to turn them in. So I'm gonna tell them. So here's maybe what we can do. Maybe we can talk to the farmer and see if he will give you a patch of land for you and teach you to grow the berries.
Give us land, let us-
Just a small bit of land, and then you can eat the berries on that. And then
We're children.
I'm
I would love to have land, but
no, just a small patch, like a little garden for you.
Like borrowing it.
He'll teach you how to like keep it together.
And that way he knows that his other crops aren't going to be, you know.
I could get some of the other kids in
He
on
needs to
this.
make a living
yeah, that'd be
too.
great.
Yeah,
It
because
all works
fun.
together.
he might go out of business, but we don't want that to happen, and we want you guys to be able to eat.
Oh, we don't want to go out of business. It's just I was hungry.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. I don't think he quite knew what was eating the berries, but he seems to be a very nice man, and maybe we can talk to him. We won't bring you.
No one likes the squashes.
Yeah. Where could we find you if after we talk to the farmer?
When do you want to talk to him?
We'll talk to him in the morning.
Do you want to stay with us?
Sun will be up soon.
Yeah. We don't want
Can
to
we
turn
stay
you
with
in.
you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to the farmer with us, or would you rather not talk
He's
to
gonna
him
be
directly?
mad.
I don't think so. He'll understand.
Yeah, we could talk to him. I'll tell him I'm sorry.
Okay, I think
That's
that's
a
gonna
great
help.
place to start.
Great. Okay. So they kind of decide that they'll fess up with you.
Okay.
So do we wait in this bush the rest of the night?
That's a good
Or-
question.
With the
I say we
kids?
just go knock on the farmer's door.
Well, what time is it?
You're right now. It's probably close to 3:30, 4 a.m. Maybe even
He's a farmer. He wakes
later.
up early.
Yeah, he's probably going to be waking up soon anyway.
Right.
He'll be getting up as the sun gets up, and you're looking at probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you knock on the door.
Yeah.
He's in a comically long night shirt, and he's a big burly guy with this curly mustache.
Do you think the hat?
He's got the hat. He's got the hat and a candle. Good morning. Good morning. It's
Hello, Mr. Shelby.
yes, that's right. I didn't even get your name. I'm sorry.
I'm Vanya.
Yvonne, yes, it's. I recognize it. What have you got there?
We have discovered who was eating your berries.
Who?
E-
My berries.
These children were starving and clearly in desperate need for food. Their father has died, and his
My
mother.
father's not dead, he just ran away.
Okay, well, and the mother is missing for the young boy, and they are on their own, and they don't know how to feed themselves.
Oh my God.
In fact, many of the children in Lower
Yeah,
Burr
there's.
still.
It's hard times.
And we know you can't. You have a business, and
It's not much of a business. It's my livelihood, though. I sell in the
Yeah.
market and ship things
so
down to Heidenau. And
we thought we'd talk to you because you're very nice, and we were hoping there would be a solution that would be beneficial for both you and them.
I don't have much. What would you propose?
Do you have any spare land that, like a little patch that they can maybe grow their own berries, and maybe you can show them how to grow their own berries, and then that's all that they use?
My plot's pretty modest, but they could help me with my current space. This is a lot to bite off at
Right.
this hour.
Do you have any ideas of what might be a good solution here?
They could help me. I guess there's so many children I can't feed.
Do you have any extra rooms? Perhaps they can help.
I would not feel comfortable with that. It's a one-bedroom, kitchen, living room.
Do you know other farmers in the area who could possibly use
Donate land?
or use the help of some kids and stuff, and then they
Yeah, there are some larger farmers to the southeast of here, across the highway. But I can't really vouch for too many of them. But if you wanted to offer them child labor at
Well-
a discount rate, I suppose they would probably take you up on it.
I mean, it wouldn't be any like
Okay.
real labor and stuff. It's like, oh, hey kids, help us
That's what we hope.
yeah, like hey, just help us load up this wagon or something, or help us pick some berries every in the afternoon or something, once a week kind of a thing, and then we'll give you a little bit of food and stuff, just.
He scratches
What
his
about
chin.
a deal where they pick berries for you, but they get to keep a certain portion anytime they want to eat berries?
I do hate picking the berries, the sticky bushes with little prickly bobs on them.
And that
And
way
the
it's
little
up to
boy shows
them
you his
how
thumb,
much.
He's like, yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a stick out in it.
Maybe it's up to them how much they want to do that, and then they just, maybe they just get a portion of whatever they pick, and so you get helped.
Like to pick berries, you could keep some of them, not all of them. Yeah, that'd be great. All right, yeah. I can't feed them entirely, of course.
Right.
I could use some help picking the berries. I have large hands. He's got big hands. And, so yeah, I would be delighted to share some of my crops with you. But you can't come in the evening and take my berries and my squash. You don't take too many squashes, do you? And the little boy goes, nah, they grouse. All right. Well, come by during the day next time, and we can talk this over. All right. I suppose you'll be needing your pay. It's only fair.
Sure.
Right. And he just one moment, and he goes in the back and brings out a little coin purse and he
It's a lot of gold hand to some kids.
Yeah.
I think we give it to Thoriak.
As a trust.
and he hands you. I'm so sorry. I've got 47. I know I promised you
that's
50.
fine.
If you come back,
No,
Don't- days.
Don't
No,
worry
no,
about it. You,
yeah.
I thought we
Been very
agreed
nice
to.
with
I
those
thought we
kids.
agreed to 30.
30. I just
Yeah, I think I
distinctively.
heard 30,
No, I
yeah.
wrote 50.
I heard 30.
You
30
didn't actually write a number on the
Yeah,
on
it
the
wasn't
poster.
there.
No.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
Are you
yeah,
sure?
30 is
Yeah,
what we
you
agreed
we
to.
talked yesterday.
I don't believe you, but thank you. Things are a little lean lately. Thank you. Thank you. And he gives you 30 gold. And he looks at the little ones. You promised. And the little boy goes, cross my heart. On the wrong side.
Sweet boy.
Alright, I'm going to go back to bed for 15 minutes.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Guard with
Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for your efforts.
Alright, pockets? Were you thinking
I think we give this to Thoriak
to help
to
feed
help.
the other?
Yeah, I think it's gonna work
Alright.
out because
I'm cool with that.
resources are his
Does
issue.
anyone object or
We
want
should
their
bring
own
these
portion?
kids to him as well, and then just.
Okay, it's still early-ish. Yeah, it is. I mean,
Yeah,
I
we
don't
got
think it's
time.
quite. It's
Yeah,
not quite
probably
5 a.m.
It's probably not gonna open. Yeah.
I want to before we go. I want to ask the kids. A lot of parents go missing and stuff, right?
Oh, God, I said.
Do any of them come back?
My dad came back.
Your dad came back.
Sure did come back.
Was he? Is he still there, or did he
No.
take off again?
My mom, what'd she call him? She called him a rotter.
Okay. Well,
My dad
did
did
anybody else? Did anybody else come back and they're still around?
No, my dad came back. He wasn't even acting himself.
He wasn't acting like himself.
No,
What was he doing?
he was cold. But he used to give me big hugs every night,
was
read me
cold?
stories.
Like temperature wise or like personality wise?
No, he was just mean. He came back and he was mean, and then he left.
So is anybody else? Any other parents and stuff come
No,
back?
I only got my mom and my dad.
No, but no one that like any of the other kids, like their parents disappeared and then showed back up like a while later and were weird. They were cold. They were weird. They were mean.
Yeah, my dad was.
Anybody
But no,
else
I
though?
don't know, I don't know. And the
Okay.
little girl chimes in. She's like, he was strange, and my mother asked him to leave. He was not acting himself at all.
And then your mother disappeared later.
A little later, yeah.
How much later? Like
Oh, this was a couple weeks ago. But
Mm.
my stepfather was. This was probably 2 months ago. He was a rotter.
yeah, sounds like it.
A rotter, like was he rotting?
No, it's just what my mom called him. He just looked like my dad, but he was real mean.
We're not looking at zombies here.
What's a zombie?
Don't worry about it.
What's a zombie?
It's
Something very scary.
But not everything that
My dad
comes
is-
back from the dead is scary.
My dad was dead.
No, that's it. No.
Just,
Well, it doesn't sound like it,
just
it
so
sounds
we're
like he's
clear.
mean.
Okay. So, what are you gonna do with us now?
We can take you back
We have a house.
to your house.
I'll show you around. It's nice.
Okay,
We can color on the walls now. No one can stop us.
it's true.
Let's go.
All right. So you go back to this children's home that is formerly not much of a home. It's a single bedroom with some cots and a little stove area, and that's it. But there's drawings on the wall with charcoal.
What's this right here? And I
That's
pointed
me,
at-
and that's my mom, and that's my dad.
Where's your sister?
She's dead. She slaps him on the back of the head a little bit.
Oh. These are really great drawings.
I think so. I'm very good. Then you go to the other side, and there's actually some like nice charcoal reliefs. These are mine.
Oh, these are really nice.
Thank you.
What's
They're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's obvious that one's just like her little brother. He's got like a pig snout.
You're very good at art.
Thank you very much.
Is that something you want to do?
I mean, no one will pay for my art, but yes, I would love that.
People never pay enough for art.
Isn't that the truth? Exposure. What is that? Right?
Something people die from.
It's true. So you passed a few hours, and you feel that perhaps Thoriak has roused from his sleep, if that's where you wanted to go indeed.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to visit Thoriak with us?
I'm not supposed to tell people. He doesn't know what people
Well,
know.
I think he already knows we.
No, because we definitely, and I would very much prefer Thoriak doesn't know what we did to that kid. Is my vote. So I think we should.
We gave that kid 6 gold.
Yeah, after terrifying him and assuming he was running drugs, so we had a good balance, I think, at the end.
Why
but,
don't we just go and act like we don't know anything?
I like that plan.
But see if Thoriak knows of a way to help the kids.
Sure.
And then he might confide
we
in
can
us.
donate
Be
our
donors.
money to that.
Okay.
If.
So you make your way to the cask.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you make your way to the brass cask. Thoriak is looking a little groggy, no pun intended. He doesn't have a beard. He also doesn't have tattoos. He's just a big, pasty gray guy. This is uncommon for a Goliath. He's just massive, muscular, and pasty. It's off-putting. He's got a big vest on. He's dressed like an old-fashioned barkeep, and you notice he's got a huge battle axe resting against the counter. Welcome back. Welcome back. He sees the kids. He motions them over. He leans over, way over, and he starts whispering to them. And they kind of whisper back and forth for a little bit.
Can I hear what they're saying?
Make a perception check. Or an insight. Probably perception. I'd say perception.
Oh, 24.
Alright, you can hear it pretty clearly.
Did they hurt you, my little dove?
And the little girl goes,
No, they're actually very nice. They caught us stealing from the farmer. He's like, I told you not to steal from the farmers. You know better than to steal from the farmers. Yeah, but they worked it out. All right, I'm going to talk to them. So they know, don't they? They know you're not supposed to tell anybody, right? I'm sorry, Thoriak. It's all right. Scabber on, all right? All right.
and they walk. The kids just book it out of the room. They're not as worried about you as they are about Thoriak.
So, you know it's my secret,
Yes.
and you're just gonna keep it quiet, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
I can't have people thinking I'm a big softy around here.
No,
You don't look like a big softy.
I'm
to
not
me
a
at
big
all.
softy.
No,
I just
definitely
don't
not.
think bad things should happen to children. I'm not actually that soft.
So we actually, we talked to the farmer and we received some money, and we were wanting to give it to you to help
For what?
with your services to children.
That's real kind of you.
I think you'd be able to distribute it to them a lot better than we can.
You have my word, it'll go to them every pence.
Slice
Thanks,
it over.
Thoriak.
You smell something really rank.
Like, coming from where?
Kind of make a perception check.
Coming from.
What's
What
my
are your
perception?
dice?
Is my perception 2? That's a 13.
Probably from the bar area. You might hold on a second.
What's that smell?
Great, good, perfect.
Well, it's. You seem like good folks, right? You're taking care of my little doves. So, I found myself in a little pickle that I didn't think I'd find myself in until next session, so I'm just going to read this real quick.
I like that you call them little doves.
Thank you, they're gentle little guys.
Birds are a good animal.
No, it was just because they're gentle and they don't hurt nobody, they're all soft and squishy. Anyway, looks, I find myself in a bit of a tangle, alright? I happened upon some roughshod twit getting a little too physical with one of my little doves around here. And I gave him a good scare, right? I scared him straight, you know? But the daft fuck wouldn't listen to me, so here's I am, minding me own business, trying to run a respectable establishment like this, and now I catches him trying to get handsy again with one of my little ones. And what's I supposed to do, right? Well, I asked her to politely leave the area, and then I proceeded to pull off his leg and beat him to death with it, and it turns out he's connected, you see, he's part of the syndicate.
Oh, jeez.
He's a nephew of Emmeline. And he
he says that like that should have some fucking gravity, but you guys don't know who Emmeline is. Emmeline.
That-
Who's in charge of the syndicate around here, right?
I thought with that hackberry
Oh,
guy.
he's number 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's cold.
So is she number 1?
Yeah, Emily's number 1 around here.
Who's number 2?
She's running roughshod halfway.
Who does number 2 work for?
So
Emily.
I can handle myself, right? I'm not worried about what they's gonna do to me, but they might burn down my business if they find out who I killed. And they might hurt one of my little dogs if they find out what happened. So either I'm gonna turn myself in, or I gotta get rid of this here
dispose
corpse.
the
And
body.
he picks up, and it's rearranged badly. And I got to explain how I was the last one to lay an eye on old Pete here, so I can't just kill Emmeline. One of her lieutenants will just take her place. Can't wage war on half the boroughs all by me lonesome. And I need like at least 5 guys to help me do that.
Too bad we didn't learn about this before we turned Fritz in, because we could have just penned it as another Fritz murder.
So the corpse is battered and
Yeah.
broken badly. One of the legs is indeed missing until he turns it over, and you find it. It's definitely inserted into the corpse in a very crude manner.
So I don't know if you guys can help me out.
Well, people go missing in this town all the
People do go missing,
time.
but,
I mean, we could just
Put him in your
dump
bag.
him in the
This
sewers.
is the syndicate these we talking about there, so we gotta be really sneaky or
She can turn
Yeah,
into a
nothing-
bear. We could stage it like it was a bear attack.
I
Hey,
love
bear
that
is sneaky.
idea. How is we gonna do that? Because he's been missing for like 3 days.
We could just throw him in the sewers.
That's we
You're already
with the
investigating
syndicate.
the
We're gonna have to
sewers,
work
right?
a lot harder than just tossing him places.
I mean, I'd like to throw him in the sewers. I'm not exactly sneaky, right? If you could get this thing out of here, I'd still have to
They have
explain.
a bag of holding.
I mean, I could probably mush him up real good and poke him in there with like a tap him in there.
I mean, we've got just
I
all
just don't
kinds.
think
I gotta
so.
like probably lighten this up. There's still a lot of bones in here. Like,
You can't.
They're endless.
You can tell your friends don't do that.
Not
But,
here, mash down. Cut it out. Cut it out.
right.
my
So,
bone bag apparently is what it's become.
A bag of boning.
Yeah, we can help.
I'd appreciate it. I mean, I can't offer too much, but
No, this is on the house.
here's
Yeah.
the deal, though. Like, I mean, you can meet with Emily, and maybe she'll listen better to you. You gotta be careful. She's a tough cookie.
Why would we
Even
want to
my
meet with
master.
Emmeline, though?
Well, it's her nephew that I rearranged here.
Emmeline might know about our friends in with the glass and the panes and the shards of things and the demons, the
But
devil
do
stuff.
we want to tell her that her nephew's dead? I don't think so, right?
Yeah,
we just
I-
want to stage it as another
We
missing
don't want
person.
to get involved with the.
I'm just worried that
Yeah.
people know I was the last one to lay eyes on this guy. Word travels fast down here in the barracks.
Spread some
So is there
rumors.
something else we can do?
You could set up a meeting with Emmeline. It might go well, might go poorly. We could just try and sneak him out of here, and we could hope for the best. I mean, if I could solve this on my own, I sure
Yeah.
would have by now. I'm well respected around here, but I'm one man.
I think we need to get him out of here for sure.
Let's put him in the bag of holding for now.
Yeah, let's just throw him in the bag for now. Just.
All right.
Just-
If you need some help with that, I could.
I mean, he's kind of. I don't know. I'll just like.
I'll kind of tootsie roll him.
Yeah, we'll kind of. And just get him in
The
there.
sounds are horrible, just squelching and breaking of bones.
Yeah, I wish he was just bones. I can
Sounds
handle
like the
him. When
dropping of a
he's,
phone.
I can handle him when he's just bones, but this is.
So yeah,
Super
absolutely has crammed a medium-sized man into your bag of holding.
There's not that much room left in here.
But you've got a badly mangled corpse in your bag of holding.
It'll be
This-
fun to get
it's-
out later.
Guess what it smells like now?
When he's inside, it doesn't smell. He's in the astral plane.
I think there was some
basically.
surface contact.
There was definitely
photos.
some. I'm sorry. I mean,
It already smelled bad.
Yeah.
great.
There's been a lot of human corpses in this bag, so.
look, I'm not one to judge. I mean, it's.
It was a Krampus. We took it from a Krampus.
What's a practice?
It's this
You're never
Goats.
mind. It's fine. I don't
so
ask questions. I'm a professional.
I think we could set up a meeting with Emmeline and talk about our investigations and make it seem like her nephew was missing through the same thing that got us, and maybe she'd want to combine her resources with ours to find her now missing nephew.
we could do that.
That seems to be the
That's
direct
quite
approach.
why,
I respect
yeah.
that.
Because we're
What's your
as I mentioned
deception
to you
like, Pocket?
yesterday.
Very good.
We're on the tail of people who are disappearing other people, and I heard that some people, like our little friends here, sometimes these people come back and they aren't the same.
That's the first I've heard of it, but I mean, I wouldn't have. You know, the little guy, right? What did you get his name?
Somebody got his name.
You did.
Well,
Human
guy.
names
Which
don't
little
make
guy?
sense to me.
The little boy that was stealing
Oh.
berries.
His name is Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, there's too many.
Jacob's dad ran off, right?
And he came back,
He
and he
come back,
was.
I just thought he was a boozer or something like that.
He called him a rotter.
That's just an insult. I call people rotter all the time.
So
I
has
call
nothing to
you
do
a
with like
rotter.
dying and come back like a
No,
zombie.
it's just a rotter,
or-
right? It's a wanker. It's
Just
a
so you know,
toad.
not everybody who dies and comes back is a zombie.
Right, no, that's what.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
But he was like, there was like something like different about him.
Huh. I mean, that's.
And
I
then
never really
and then
met
his
the guy.
mom went missing shortly after that.
Yeah, I know about the mom gone missing. She's a nice lady.
So this is the because all five of us, we also went missing at one point,
We came back.
and
but
we were saved before something bad was going to happen to us. And the thing that's bad that happens to people when they get taken, they don't like they're not killed. Like they're going to be changed. And we were saved by a
We
very
weren't
heroic
killed.
guy. And
We
now
were-
we're
no, we
on
weren't
we're
gonna
trying to
be
hunt
reaped, we
down
were
all of the
sown.
people that did this.
Whatever that
Well,
means.
all right. Well,
And
that's-
so- and we
that's a
heard-
noble quest. This
Yeah.
is my little
Mary
corner
Mac's
of the
friend
world, and I
didn't
do
come
my
back,
best.
Theo.
Yeah, because he was
So
the
this
one
is
to
so
be
that's why
reaped.
we're like so that's why we're like looking around. We found that so many people were missing in Bevesk, and we're like,
Look,
who
Are
to
they
ask?
cultists
And-
when they come back?
if you want to ask
join the
about
cult
missing people,
Possessed.
I'd suggest
Maybe they
you
wanted
rent
us
a
part of
room
the cult
tomorrow-
as we were
tonight.
shown.
I'd suggest you rent a room tonight
Okay.
if you want to talk about missing people. Otherwise, I'm afraid I can't talk about it.
We
Okay.
understand.
Come back
Be
tonight.
back tonight.
Now it is 11:09. You guys want to keep going?
I
or-
have to be
Yeah.
I have to be up very early.
Okay,
That's a good
that's a
breaking
great
point.
stopping point.
Yeah.
Fantastic job tonight, guys. Thank you for
Thanks for
playing.
all the voices.
Lots of
That was a
information.
lot of people.
Who emailed me? Nobody. Why is I get okay?
That was awesome. Thank you.
Sorry, there was no fights. There was fights ready.
No, I'm sure, but not every session needs fights to be desperately interesting. And this
Yeah.
is one of them.